Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CitizenAY. I know it's a late one. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I just want to do a test to make sure that everything is working fine. We're going to go live shortly on Facebook. But before we do, as you always know, as you all know, our broadcast always starts on YouTube first. So we want to check before we go ahead. So please do share this broadcast. I'm going to try and share it to a few platforms. I'm share it on a few places because we want you to please subscribe to our CitizenAY on YouTube. It is very important that we build all the platforms that we have and make sure we continue to grow it. We are truly grateful for your support on our various platforms, but we still need more of your support to make sure that this broadcast goes. The more we do the broadcast, the more people go ahead and share it. So please do so as you're getting this broadcast. If you're watching us live right now, please, we urge you to please go right now and subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube right now. We really do need your help. It is very, very important that we get the information. Good evening, Terry Malade, to OduduwaTVRadio. I appreciate you. Please give us a thumbs up if you're coming in. We're going to be sharing this on other platforms. The reason being, we're trying to make sure this platform, the more you share this, the more we can reach more people. And it is really that simple. What will happen is, if you are able to help us share it, what will happen is we will be able to get to more people, and then we can grow it. And any information that we have, it gives us a lot more options. That's really what it's about. We get more options, and we have information that we want to share and bring to your attention. It's very, very important. So please, as you're getting this broadcast, we urge you to please share. And we're grateful for your support. We're grateful that you're following us, even when we come out this late. So it's going to be, as I'm speaking to you now, it's going on Twitter. We're putting it on Twitter as I'm speaking to you right now. So you can join us on Twitter, and also we're going to put it on other platforms as well. So we're trying to basically make sure we get the platform growing. As you're coming in, whilst you're doing that, here's something for you to bear in mind. Please subscribe. Thank you very much. We truly appreciate that. Subscribe to CitizenAY. I would really very much appreciate your support in subscribing to CitizenAY. It would very, very, we'll be truly, we're truly appreciative of your support. So please do go right ahead and do that now. So I'm sharing it on as much of the platforms I can think of at the minute, but I'm trying to wait. Those on YouTube, we're going to bring them on live and shortly. But what we're doing is, obviously, we start off always on YouTube first, because YouTube, we're grateful, really, we're truly grateful that you support us and you continue to encourage us. So as you're coming in, there's 5 people on YouTube right now. As you're coming in, please go right ahead and subscribe. Tell friends, give us the like, hit the like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people will come on. It really is helpful. Once again, we're going to just do this. So, subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. We're grateful for your support on our sister station as well, OduduwaTVRadio. We speak on Yoruba there. But this broadcast tonight is very, very important. And you can see there's a picture up there that you're watching. And I want that to be something that people can really key in on. Very, very important message about that. So whilst we're doing that, I'm going to try and now go and bring on the people who are on Facebook to join us. But for the YouTube fans, we are grateful. Good evening to you all. I'm going to say good evening to Terry Malade. I'm going to be giving you all a personal shout out on YouTube. So you'll be seeing something coming up. Terry Malade, always a regular with us, and we are grateful. We do not take your support lightly. We are grateful for your continued support of the platform. Without you, there is no platform. So Terry Malade, good evening to you and welcome. So we're saying that to you. Welcome. I'm going to say again, OduduwaTVRadio as well. Good evening to you all. So we will endeavor to obviously, try and, say hello to everybody that comes on board. And please do help us share this. This message also, good evening. Thank you very much. And also, please, excuse me, this platform is for Yorubas, Biafrans, Middle Belt, the South, all of the South. This platform is for Southerners. It's for Southerners, particularly Southerners who are speaking up for our rights collectively to go for self-determination. We all know Article 20 grants us the right to go for self-determination. But we know this government, you're very welcome, Terry Malade, you're very, very welcome, and we appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Continue to support us, continue to share, spread the broadcast. We appreciate you. Likewise, Alagba and OduduwaTVRadio, I thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So please continue. Now, we're going to go live now on Facebook. So we're going to do that right now. We always start off on YouTube. Because YouTube is a platform that we know we can, we need we have your support, and we're grateful. Now let's go ahead now. Emmy, good evening to you, my brother. How are you doing? Now that's our admin right there. Good evening, Emmy. I very much appreciate your support. He is ever present on all our platforms. The OduduwaTVRadio platforms is always there, and he also helps on Omoborewo platform and Ijinle. And this man he works tirelessly. We truly appreciate Alagba Emi Oladimeji. He is an asset to Yoruba Nation. He is an asset to Yoruba Nation. So I give him a special salute for his tireless work on behalf of Yoruba Nation. And that is what we should be doing. Many of us should be doing exactly what Emi is doing. He is tirelessly in support of anything to do with Yoruba Nation. You will find Alagba Emi Oladimeji. I salute you. I salute you as our admin. He works tirelessly, and I am truly grateful for his support. Now, let me just say salute, because he's one of us. He does a lot of work behind the scenes, and he's also part of the media team. But obviously, he works with OduduwaTVRadio principally. But also, you can see he's here and he's doing as much as he can on CitizenAY on YouTube. So we're grateful. Thank you. This is what we need to be doing. We need to have this kind of energy of working together as a team, because our goal, we have one common goal. The one common goal is to get Yoruba Nation, to get Biafra Nation, and to get Middle Belt Nation. That's our common goal. We can achieve that by working together. So those of you who are watching, good evening to you. If you're on Facebook, you're watching. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching CitizenAY live right now. And I would like you to spread and share this broadcast as you're getting it. Very, very important message that we're about to share. But we want you to please share this broadcast. Good evening to you on Facebook. If you're just joining us, we appreciate you. Please share. I'm going to talk about this. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, I'll be showing you a series of videos, basically, and our emphasis is on encouraging all Southerners to get out there. Those of you in diaspora, get out there. If you are in New York, get out there. You need to get out there and confront the fraudsters. One of them is the man you see in the suit. I will play the video shortly, and you will see his actions, and that will tell you this is a true believer. The man here that you see with the Yoruba Nation flag on his chest is a Yoruba. He supports Yoruba Nation. The man there is a sellout. He's the man that is working for for contraption Nigeria, that believes in one Nigeria, the one Nigeria that is killing his people and is saying nothing about, the one Nigeria that is abducting and killing and raping Yoruba women, Biafran women, Middle Belt women, killing our men, killing our farmers. And this man says nothing about it. I will play that shortly. I just want to make sure that you are on board. So please do share this broadcast. I appreciate you all. Before we go too far ahead, I just want to make sure something's frozen on here somewhat. I don't know what's going on. So please continue to share and share and subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. And to that end, what I'd like you all to do is to do this for me as you're coming in. Just go and subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube now. And when you do, and you RIP One Nigeria, exactly, Yoruba Nation now. So when you do, when you subscribe, hit the notification button and give us a thumbs up. The more you watch the platform, the more it will grow on YouTube. It's really, really important, and we truly appreciate your support and your effort in getting behind us. And we're so grateful. that you guys are watching and following everything we're doing. So we want to say thank you and good evening to you all. Welcome on board. Now, I can't see some of the writings on YouTube, Facebook, and but I'm gonna try and hopefully it will come up soon. Sometimes it happens like that, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. So Faudu Alimi on YouTube, welcome on board. Welcome on board. I will endeavor to mention as many people who are on YouTube tonight. When I see your name, I will endeavor to actually make write to you immediately on the platform, because we're trying to grow that. And of course, we appreciate those of you who are on Facebook. We truly are grateful, for your support. But the numbers that come on there is quite a lot. Sometimes you're not able to catch and follow it right through. But that's okay. That is, I'm sure you all understand. Let me just see. Let me see. Okay, so now there we are. So okay, good. So yeah, good evening to you all. Now, welcome on board. Before I do that, I want us to remember. This is for. I welcome my Biafran brothers. I welcome my Middlebelt brothers, and I welcome Yoruba, my Yoruba brothers as well. We are all brothers. We are all Southerners. Now, I am going to sing a song. I've decided to. I did a song. I'm going to play it now, and then we will. Then, in fact, I'm going to play the national anthem, or the Yoruba national anthem. But this platform is for all of us. It is for all of us, and we must all get behind it and support it. We need to get information out there now. But let's go ahead. So we're going to do this now. Here we go. Okay. Sing along.
Stand by Yoruba Nation.
Yes, we got to stand by Yoruba Nation. Very important. Here we go.
Hope you cannot hear me.
Sing along if you know it. No, I won't be afraid.
And the land
Is dark and the moon, I know what I did, is the only light we'll see. Yeah. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by Yoruba nation. And darling, darling, stand by Yoruba nation, won't stand. By Yoruba nation, won't stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation?
If the sky
That we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea. Yeah. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by Yoruba nation. And darling, darling, stand by Yoruba nation, won't stand. By Yoruba nation, won't stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about this story.
That's right.
They found the skull of a 30-year-old man.
Yes.
In Ihoileru.
He was 13,000 years old as well.
He spoke Yoruba.
He did.
He is Yoruba.
He is.
You see, Yoruba land and Yoruba people, we are one.
One.
Don't let anyone deceive you.
That's correct.
Believe in Yoruba nation.
That's correct.
Yoruba nation now.
Now.
Yoruba nation
Now.
Yoruba nation
Now.
Here we go.
And darling, darling, stand by Yoruba nation, won't stand. By Yoruba nation, won't stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation? Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba nation, won't stand. By Yoruba nation, won't stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation?
Whenever
You're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba nation? Stand
by Yoruba
by nation. Whoa, stand Yoruba Nation. Good evening to you all and welcome. Welcome on board, welcome on board, welcome on board. Yes. So welcome, welcome, and welcome. I wanted to do that because I want you all to have a commitment to Yoruba Nation. If you're a Yoruba man, you must have a commitment to Yoruba Nation. If you're a Biafran, you have to have a commitment to Biafra Nation. If you're a Middle Belt, you must absolutely have a commitment to Middle Belt Nation. And all of us collectively, we must do this together. I welcome you all. As you're coming in, please do subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. 1 second. Yeah, now I think we are, I think I got that now. So we're going to sing the national anthem, Yoruba Nation. We will try and play other. I'm going to try and be playing the Biafran one. It's a bit long, but I'll play it and I'll find out the other ones as well. But not now. But I'll get it next time. I'll try and get it the next time. Sorry. So subscribe. Now here we go. Sing along. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, fúnilẹ̀ ìbí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Thank you all so much for joining me this late. We're going to go straight into it. Calling on every Southerner in New York. We are calling on every Southerner in New York. The next 2-3 days are very, very, very important. Thank you very much for Oduduwa for that. Yes, Yoruba Nation now. Let me see if I can look at those of you who are on Facebook. Good evening, Omotayo Ayola, Delex Verel. Good evening to you. Akem Jesus. Yes, exactly. We no going back. Kielos Onwemi. Yes, James Ejike Chike Okereke, evening. Bola Tito Aderito, good evening to you. Emeritus Olani, good evening to you. Grace Modupe, good evening to you. Kehinde Akibola, good evening to you. Orire Oluwa Shino, good evening to you. Yeti Queen, wow, good evening. It's been a while, man. We need to talk, obviously. Okudi Christopher, good evening. Femi Sholade, good evening. Kehinde Akibola, good evening. Olafare Ifeoluwa Samson, good evening. Ijebu Festue, good evening. Chike Daniel, John Mark Clement, James Chike Okereke, good evening. Prosper Arinze, Akinyemi, Bobo Nikiti. Good evening to you all. There's a lot more names, a lot of names to mention. Let me mention a couple of more. Adio Omo Olokwe, good evening to you. And then Dalex Verol, good evening to you. I bid you all good evening this evening. And also Sam Gift Joseph. Okay. Now, before we go ahead, good evening, thank you very much. Before I go any further, I would just like to urge those of you who are on Facebook right now, please subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Just go onto YouTube, type in CitizenAY and subscribe. You will see it. You see above my head there, it says subscribe. You just look up, there you go. So thank you very much. We truly appreciate you. Akishola Henry, good evening to you on YouTube. Please, as you're coming in, subscribe, and we do appreciate you. Hit the like button as you're give us a thumbs up on YouTube as you're coming in. As you're coming in on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up, because the more you do that, the more we'll get a lot more people coming onto the platform, and the message reaches more people. So thank you. We are 190 something thereabouts now. Let's get to 200, but we will carry on now. Let's continue to share. Now the video you see now, I'm calling specifically for Southerners, Middle Belt, Yoruba, Biafrans, all of us. We need to come out in the next 2-3 days in New York at the UN. This is why I'm going to play this video and a few other videos, and we can talk about it. This is what you see is the man with the t-shirt, Yoruba Nation t-shirt, being confronted by a one Nigeria fraudster, because they're all fraudsters. These guys don't care about people being killed. The guy in the suit doesn't care about Yorubas being abducted. He doesn't care about Yorubas women being raped. He doesn't care about Yoruba people being denied our access to our own resources in our own land by Fulanis that come from Futa Jalon. This man does not care. This man has no care. This man has no care. And that is why the more of us, we need to speak up now. If ever there was a time for us to come out and speak up collectively as Yoruba, Biafrans, and Middle Belt, now is the time. Please, I am urging you, if you are watching this broadcast and you are in New York tomorrow, make it your business. Make it your personal business to go out there and to let them know that we are in the right. We have every justification under Article 20. We have the right to self-determination. Article 20 of the African Human Rights Charter, we have the right to self-determination. And indeed, the so-called contraption Nigeria must support us in going for it. You need to know that. Please do not be silent. This message is for you. If you are in New York, you need to join Jide Ige. You need to join whoever. You need to join Yoruba Wuyi. You need to join everybody coming out. You need to join my friend, my good TJ. You need to join Omoba. You need to get out there. You don't need to wait. You are a leader. The fact that you are in New York and you are a Biafran and you are a Yoruba man and you are a Middle Belt, you are a leader. I tell you why you are a leader. You did not like what was happening in contraption Nigeria. So you went out there to try and make a better life for yourself. But when you got there, you realized that your family back home, you are the one sending money to them every month. The pressure is on you. You have the responsibility for 100 people minimum, each and every one of us. You have the responsibility for 100 people each. It's not just the person you give the money to, because when you give the money, when you send the money back to one person, almost 100 people benefit. I kid you not. That is a power. In case you don't realize, that is power right there. And that is why, and you know that the money that you are sending is nothing compared to what they have in their soil. If they are able to speak up for themselves, even you will go back home. That is how much wealth we have in our soil, and we are being denied it. Speak up now. Because when you're speaking up, you're not speaking up for yourself alone. You're speaking up for everybody back home, including yourself. This is a collective benefit. And I want you all to please share this message. Tomorrow, I would like to see as many of you, Biafrans, Yorubas, Middle Belt, as many of you in New York tomorrow. Make sure you shout down the fraudsters talking about one Nigeria. Make sure you get out there and make them understand we have the right to self-determination. This is something that the government is trying to hide from you. I'm going to play this video and I'll talk on. Hey, watch this. Watch this, please. Watch this. Please share. Share. Watch this. You see? Look at that man. He's pointing to look at this. Look at this. You see? Look at his. Can you see? Can you see what he's doing? What? He steps. Look at that. Just look at that. Are we going to let this kind of person get away with this? We don't do violence. All we are talking about is our right. Let me show you before you carry on. I want to show you something. I want to pause it there because it's important to break this down piece by piece. You must, if you are in New York tomorrow, if you are a Yoruba man, if you are a Middlebeltan, if you are a Biafran, please go to UN tomorrow. Join them. They will start from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. in the evening. Join them. Now, let me get you this thing out. We cannot allow this. This man is not speaking. He doesn't speak for you and I. He doesn't care about his own family being raped, being killed. He doesn't care about his fellow Yoruba being raped and being killed. This man is not speaking for you and I. We need to speak up. We need to show him that we've had to leave our country and come and be suffering in another man's country because of the oppression imposed on us by the Fulanis. I'm sorry, I'm fuming about this. It's time we woke up. Please, if you're in New York, come out. Come out. And I will, look, I personally will stream this tomorrow morning if you come. If you come out, get in touch with me. My number is going across the screen, +447399580606. Get in touch with me, and I will send you a link, and I will bring your broadcast live on Oduduwa TV Radio and CitizenAY if it needs be. I'm asking you, please, don't let this man get away with it. What he's doing there, he mustn't get away with it, and I'll tell you why. 1 second, please. This is, I am incensed. I am incensed by what I'm seeing. And he should not be allowed to get away with it under under no circumstances must he get away with it. Under no circumstances whatsoever must he get away with this. This is, I don't know how you feel. I am incensed. When I saw this video and I was fuming. Now, I want you to know this. Please, look at this. I want you to look at this. I'm going to make it clear, bigger. Please, under Article 20, I'm going to read it to you. That's you're watching. Article 20 of the African Charter, African Human Rights Charter. It states, all people have the right to existence. They shall have the unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political status and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. That's point 1 of Article 20. 2. Colonized or oppressed people shall have the right to free themselves from the bonds of domination by resorting to any means recognized by international community. Protesting is a means recognized by the international community. I want you to get that. 3. All people shall have the right to assistance of the states. Now, the states they're talking about are the ones who signed the agreement. Nigeria is one of the countries who signed the agreement. Present to the parties to the present charter in their liberation struggle against foreign domination, be it political, economic, or cultural. That is what I want each and every one of you to hold on to tonight. You need to hold on to that tonight. And I urge you to never, ever relent. We are in the right. It is in black and white. You can see it. We are in the right. Please share this broadcast as you're watching. I'll come in again now and then. Please, I'm urging you, subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube as we speak. Please, as you're coming in, subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Please, your help is very much needed. That platform, when you share the message, it goes wider, it reaches more people. This information is very, very important. For those Yorubas, Biafrans, and Middlebeltans who are in New York tonight, if you are hearing this message, pick up the phone, call your friend. If you can take a day off from work and go in for the whole day, do so. If you can stagger it, if you can tell as many of you, you can say, okay, you come this day, I'll go the next day. Work it out. We can do this. We cannot leave this alone anymore. This is injustice. This is sheer injustice. And I want you to know that the law, the government did not know. Attorney General of the Fulani Federation, Malami Abdullahi Malami, did not know that there was a law whereby it actually guaranteed us right to self-determination. As I speak to you now, the Fulani federal government, they can no longer label any Yoruba person speaking about Yoruba nation. They can't label us terrorists because of this law. They cannot label us a terrorist because of this law. And I want you to take that on authority, not my authority. Listen to our son, Chief Aliyu, Chief Yomi Aliyu. That's what he says, and it's in black and white. And that's why I've printed this out. Take this information, give to everybody you know, share it far and wide, back home as well. Now, for those at home, we're not going to say just go out right now. We need to make the information saturate. We need to saturate our population with this information first before they take the move. Because if only a few of you know this information and you act on it, it's not going to have effect. What we want is to saturate that environment with this information. Saturate it. So your job, your simple task is to start sharing this picture you see here. Start sharing it back home. Because we want our people at home to first know this information. When you know the information and you studied it and you've spoken about it in your language, in Igbo, in Yoruba, in Biafra, in Efik, in Edo, in all of it, make our people know this information. When they know it collectively, we will hit what is called the critical mass. At that critical mass, no force on planet Earth can stop the people that say, this is our right. When 1 million people stand up, they haven't got the army to do it. That's what we need. So right now, we want the best way to wake our people up is to pump this information into our societies in the South. That is the best way we can wake them up. I guarantee you, we do it in our language, in our, by phone. That's why I'm taking the small section. This is the most important section that we need right now. We need the awareness to spread. Now, let's go back to the message. I'll come back to this over and over and over. Now, please, let's go back again. Let's watch what he's doing. You see, still stepping on. He has no right. This man is representing Contract Nigeria. And Contract Nigeria has been trying to deny us the right to self-determination. And he represents that. That's why we are going. So let's carry on. Look at that. Officer, look at this. Look at that. See? We need to know who's this guy's name? Please, does somebody know his name? Please, who is this guy's name? Oh, who's this guy? We need to find his name out. Can anybody give us his name? Have you got his number? Please, because we need to put him on blast. Oh, I just need to just calm down. We need to find his name. We need to find his name, and we need to find his number, and we need to make sure that we all call him and tell him, we put in the message that we send to him, Yoruba Nation now. And then you send to him, we send to him that Article 20 so that he can think about what he's doing. He mustn't get away with this. This guy mustn't get away with this. I'm sorry, I'm incensed. I should be calm, and I'm trying to be. But the more I look at his actions, bearing in mind, look at his actions, and then look at this, and remember, he's telling us that he believes that because he's spoken, that we will not speak up about our right to self-determination. We need to know his name. If anybody knows his name, please call it to me. Send it to me, please. Send it to me on +44 7399 580 The number is going across the screen as you see it. Send it to me. His name, his position, send all of that. And his phone number, if you have his phone number, let's put it out there. Because this man is going against our rights collectively. And they are trying to psychologically depress us, and they cannot. The evidence is here. Now, we mustn't allow this to happen. We mustn't. I know, and Adisa, I know. I'm fuming. I know, I apologize. I wasn't going to. I apologize to you all, but it's just that, yeah. You need general, Bridget, I understand that. But because it's been called for by NINAS right now, those who are in the UN, You see the man, I'm going to show you a video that you will see them talking about one Nigeria. I will show you the next video, but let's go back and watch this one to the end. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. So let's watch it to the end. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see? Look at them. Look at them. You see, look at these guys. You can tell they're paid. They are paid mouthpieces. You can tell. You can tell they are paid mouthpieces. Well, look, I'm asking you all tomorrow, the next day of that, 22nd, 24th, today is 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, the next 3 days. Let's make sure that our presence is felt. It's important. In New York, at the UN, because we're not sure. Bubu hasn't spoken yet, but we need to be there. We need to be ready. We need to be there and ready to make sure that our voices are heard. And I promise you, do so, and we will bring this on Oduduwa TV radio platform and other platforms. We will do our level best to cover it. And we need the world to see you all speak out there. You are the generals that we have out there, because you are speaking for 280 million people. That is the task that you hold. And that's your responsibility, and I'm sure many of you are ready to take that on. I know what we're saying now. Please, we are urging you. Now, I support the idea of sit at home at home. I support that. But what I'm saying is that it is important to know about the Article 20, to know that you have the right to self-determination, and nobody can stop you. All indigenous people of the South have the right to self-determination. It is enshrined. The government has signed to that charter. They signed up to it in 1979. But Abdullahi Malami, Malami Abdullahi, whatever they call it, Abdullahi Malami did not know that. He wasn't aware. He's having to appeal. Let him go and appeal on it. We are signatories. This was signed under the time when Obasanjo was the so-called military president. That's the fact. I'm giving you facts. I'm not telling you. I don't deal in dilly-dallying. I'm telling you facts. So let's carry on. Let's watch this nonsense to the end.
She's a lady. You can't just talk to her anyhow.
You see them? You see them?
You can't just talk to
You see, I think this is in Canada, if I'm correct. Is that?
her anyhow, okay?
No.
You can't just talk to her anyhow.
You see?
Okay? Don't
You
talk.
see? Is that? I'm not quite sure.
But you can't talk to her. You can't talk to her anyhow. These people.
Yeah, this is in the US, I think. Sorry. Yeah, this is New York Police Department. That's in New York. That's in New York right there, because he said NYPD. So I want you to come out. So this is why. Let me go back again. This is why I want you to come out tomorrow. Look at the back of the guy there. You see, they couldn't do any of that nonsense. Let me just go back here. Sorry. There. NYPD Community Affairs, or whatever it's called. You see that? Can you see that? This is happening in New York. We need you. Let's just let me pull back. I want to first of all, yes, it's in New York. I want to first of all apologize if I lost it, because the more I see this, the injustice is what's getting to me. But let's strip away my emotions. Forget my emotions for a minute. It's not about me. This is about all of us collectively. It's about all of us. And the actions we take now will determine where this thing is going to go. We already have the law on our side. What we need is our people to step up. Somebody's calling me now. Let me just see. Okay. So, okay. Hello. Oh, yes. Hello, my brother. How you doing? Hang on 1 second. I'll put you in. I'll put you on call. Johnny. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Yes, hello.
Okay, sir.
Hello, TJ. How you doing? You good?
Video that you are showing.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That video that you are showing now, let
Yes.
our people know.
Yes.
One injustice on one person is injustice on
all.
every one of us.
Absolutely.
That happened today.
Yes.
In the front of Nigerian embassy in
There
New York.
You see?
Unfortunately, I was not there.
You see?
That guy was with me. The guy was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
He was with me. He was with us all last week. We were all together.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy was totally embarrassed.
Yeah.
Let our people know. Whoever, this is not being a platform leader.
Yes.
Being a group leader.
No.
Everybody to come outside.
That's correct. That's correct. You're right. Well
We
said.
don't need,
Well said,
we don't
TJ.
need people. We don't need people to come on Zoom
No.
and telling us that they are president.
No.
Why you are not president on the floor to take action? That's
Thank
so
you.
stupid and dumb.
Thank you. Thank you. Well said.
We
Well
need
said.
people on the floor.
Yes.
This is big injustice.
That's it.
And thank God I wasn't there, because
Yes.
if I was there,
Yes.
we were both arrested by New York
NYPD.
police.
Yes. Yes.
And deep in I
No,
was there.
no, I
we
know.
will be
I know.
arrested by New York police.
I don't doubt that one
And deep in
second.
I was there.
I-
It's not going to go easily.
Yeah.
For you to have a right for other Nigerians not to speak their mind.
Yes.
Who are you?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
can't keep us silent.
No.
If you
No.
really don't have that right to protest in Nigeria,
Yeah.
we should have that woman right outside Nigeria to speak our mind.
Exactly.
This is pure level of injustice.
That's it.
And for those people that are watching this program live,
Yeah.
gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ń wò, tẹ́ ẹ bá lanu yín sókè kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀,
Yeah.
tẹ́ ẹ
Speak
bá
up.
ṣàfẹ́tọ̀ yín,
Speak up now.
láì
Speak
wọ́n ti
up.
parẹ́ ẹ máa ṣerú kú ni.
Yeah.
Because where I am in America here,
Yeah.
I can fight anybody once I'm on my right.
That's it.
My right is my right.
Yes.
Policeman
Yes.
cannot deny me of my right.
No,
But
no.
Nigerian police deny you of your right.
Yes.
Ordinary tout deny you of your right.
Exactly. Exactly.
So where do you want to get your right from?
Exactly. We need to stand up for it. We have to stand up. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yeah. So policeman go slap your face, you know, go talk. Army man go whip your nyash, you go they look like donkey. Ah, that beg, make una wake up. He don't do.
Look like donkey.
Ah.
Yes.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. We need to wake
Policeman go
up.
whip your nyash, you no go talk.
Ah.
Army man go slap you, you look
Ah.
like donkey.
Ah.
And our leader, they do their own.
Yes,
Our leader
so-
have been doing their own
Yes.
for decades.
Ah, no.
Yes, our leader have been treating us,
Yes,
treat
so-
us anyhow.
Yes,
and
so-
you that you live in Nigeria, ẹ máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa bá yín ṣe,
Yeah.
Jésù máa bá yín ṣe,
Ah.
ẹ máa kú sínú iṣẹ́ àti òṣì.
Honestly. Tell
Kò
him,
sí nǹkan
tell
tó
him.
jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run máa bá yín ṣe.
Tell him,
Heaven
bro.
helps those who help themselves.
Yes, yes.
If you want heaven to help you, you have to stand up in a multiple large number.
Yeah, indeed. Prince Oladele, oh, good evening, my brother. Yes. Okay, please inbox me again, please. I do apologize. There's a lot of people that I need to get in touch with, but I do remember that name, and I will give you a call.
Whatever it may take.
Yeah.
Whatever it may take.
Yeah.
This is pure of level of injustice, and we are not going to be silent.
Yeah.
My generation, only when God take my life.
Yeah.
But once I'm still breathing on this earth,
Yeah.
I'm fighting for my children.
That's correct.
I'm fighting for my generation.
Yes.
I suffer a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want my children to suffer a lot.
Yeah. You're right. Well said.
I know what I undergo before I get to where I am today.
Yes.
Due to the Nigeria that damaged everybody's life.
Yeah.
Because if Nigeria is in order, working perfect as a nation,
Yes.
95% of us that are in Africa and in America, Africa, Asia, everywhere part of the globe, we won't be there.
Yes. You're right. You're so
It's
right.
only two tribes that travel most in Nigeria. Only Yoruba and Igbo.
Yeah.
Are we cursed?
Yeah. No, we're not caught. Yeah, I agree with you, TJ.
It's only
TJ.
two tribes.
Let me just
everywhere
let
across the globe.
me
Are we cursed?
No, we're absolutely not.
Is it
Absolutely
cursed
not.
for us?
Yeah.
For us not to sit in our house?
Yeah.
Is it cursed for us not to benefit from our own country?
Yeah.
Until when we go to Western world, until when we go to America, before we can have a better life.
Absolutely.
That should have to stop.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to stop.
Yes. Yeah.
He has to stop. They should divide Nigeria for us. All what we are asking for is not too much.
Exactly.
It's only humanity, referendum.
And we are guaranteed.
Let everybody select what they want.
And by law, the government they should help us. Yes.
Those who want Arewa, let them go with Arewa. Those who want Biafra, let them go. Those who want Middle Belt, let them go. Those who want Yoruba nation, let them go.
Yes.
Those who want Ijo, Shekiri, Kao nation, Hausa nation, whatever they may call it.
Yes, let's go. It's time to go our own way.
We have to discipline ourselves.
Yes, indeed. I agree. So listen, thank you so much, my brother. And ladies and gentlemen, before he goes, he was the guy who went to film outside the Nigerian embassy where he exposed them giving the application. He was there.
Going back there.
So he's going back. So it's going
I'll
back
be
there,
there on Thursday
and that's
and
TJ.
Friday.
Yes,
I'm
okay,
going back there Thursday
fantastic,
and Friday.
fantastic, TJ. We'll
I'm
be
going
seeing
back
you.
there Thursday and Friday.
Fantastic.
Whatever it may take,
Yes,
I'm gonna be there Thursday and Friday.
fantastic.
Whatever
We'll
the
be
cost
there.
may take.
Good, good. So
Whatever
please,
the cost may
so
take.
TJ is gonna be there.
I'm
Please,
gonna be there
you
Thursday
all
and
join
Friday.
him. Join TJ, G-Day, and all of that. Join everybody. We need to stand up.
I'm gonna be in front of Nigerian embassy on Thursday, also on Friday.
Fantastic.
Those who intimidate
Yes.
that guy, I want them to come outside. They should ready
Exactly.
for me.
Exactly.
Come and intimidate me.
Exactly.
They should ready coming for me. Come
Exactly.
and assault me.
Exactly.
They should be prepared. They should be well prepared for me.
I agree.
On Thursday and Friday.
No, it's
They
not
should be
on.
well knowledge and prepared for me.
It's really
I
not
will be
on.
there on Thursday and Friday by
Yeah.
God's grace.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. So thank you. So okay, right. I'm going to thank you so much. We've been in touch. So you've heard from TJ. That was TJ. He filmed the that live broadcast we did on Oduduwa TV Radio, where you saw officials that have 9 floors to take care of you citizens of that contract from Nigeria, but they take the business outside and they're treating us like goats on the street. We cannot sit down. We have to stand outside. I mean, look, this is what this man is supporting. That kind of treatment is what this man here is supporting. This guy here, those two, that one, he is supporting that kind of injustice. We say no more. We say no more. Please, if you are in New York, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, okay, I will keep, yes, I'm going to take your number down now. Oh, okay, thank you. I'll call you, Prince Oladele. What you can do, I'm going to make the phone lines open soon, but I'm going to save your number down. So +1, so that I don't want to make a mistake on that. 7, okay, oops, sorry, yeah, 7, oh, okay. Sorry, 1 minute, guys. I'm just taking this number down because it's very important. They call me, but I missed it. So call. So anyway, thank you very much. So I'm going to hide that one because I don't want to leave it there. I'm going to hide it. I'll hide it because I don't want people to have that number out there unnecessarily. So just for your own protection as well. Now, okay, so let's play this to the end. Now, look at that. Look at that. In New York.
You can't. She's a lady. You can't just talk to her anyhow. You can't just talk to her anyhow. Okay. You can't just talk to her anyhow.
Look at their face. Who are these guys?
Don't touch him, but you can't.
Can we have the names of these guys, please? We need to put them on blast. Can we have the names of these guys? We put them on blast. And we need to expose these guys.
Talk to her. You can't talk to her anyhow. These people.
Look at that. He's even threatening the lady there. See? So this is what we are faced with. So when we ask you to please, those of you who are outside, those of you who are in New York, please make it your personal business. Because as I speak to you, they for the first time, the senators are getting panicked now. They are trying to now write new laws to now make sure that they increase the amount that each of the people in your area get in terms of the resource, the returns on petrol. So it's the power 3%. They're trying to increase it, and these guys are talking to us. They're doing this to us in our own land. They are building rail tracks all the way to Niger. They are building refineries in Niger, 260 kilometers outside, and we need the oil in our own place. I beg your pardon. I'm just incensed. I'm incensed. And we need to speak up. You and I, we need to speak up. I've got more videos. Let's watch this one now. Watch this now. Watch this.
Okay.
One Nigeria.
Are you here?
One
Hold on.
Nigeria. One Nigeria. One Nigeria.
Can you believe this? They are saying one Nigeria. Can you believe this? They've been paid to say one Nigeria. Thank you, Prince Oladele. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
One Nigeria. Stronger together. Stronger together.
You see, they're saying stronger together. What? Worshippers and places of worship protected in Nigeria. Can you believe this lie? Can you believe? Let me find a place. There is a place where they've burnt churches, they've burnt mosques, they've killed people, and they are lying. This is lies. This is lies. Words fail me. Words fail me. I'm really going to try and put my emotions just to, Thanks very much, Prince Oladile. I appreciate you. Yeah. They're not Nigerian. Okay. Well, exactly. They're not. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's why. That's the only way they could do it. They couldn't. Yeah. They must not be Nigerian. Exactly. So I agree with you. Let me just put in. I'm just gonna. Okay. Yeah. Most likely. So let me just. So yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's do this now. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see that? And play one more time.
Okay.
Can you hear? One Nigeria.
One Nigeria. One Nigeria. One Nigeria.
They actually not speak. They're not. Hang on. Let me. Somebody's calling. I'm going to take the call. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello. I'm going to. I ain't going to. 1 second. 1 second. I know. I know people will have a field day on this today. I know. I've opened the honestness. Go on. Yes. Good evening, ma. Hello. Hello. You're live. You're live on CitizenAY. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just want to add to this thing
Yes.
that you're showing on the
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Facebook.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
ma.
You say the people that say one Nigeria,
Yes.
they are not Nigerian, they are hired.
They are hired.
Yeah,
Ah,
they are hired.
you see.
Even the blind people, someone that's mad,
Yes, I saw. Yes.
can see,
Yes.
that can see is glaring that they paid these people
to
come out and do this rally.
Mm.
So nobody's blind.
No.
Nobody's blind.
No.
So whatever they are doing, they are just doing it for nothing.
For nothing. Just to.
The whole world know what is going on.
Hmm.
They can see how they are beheaded people.
Yeah.
I mean, cutting their head, cutting their hands,
Yes.
killing
Yes.
them, go to the mosque,
Mm.
go to the church and kill people.
Mm.
So
Yeah. It
they
is.
can't win. They
Yeah.
can't win.
No, they cannot.
So
They cannot
that's
win.
that.
No.
Yeah,
Very, very
yeah.
true. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Okay, bye now. Bye. So now, she's right. You're right. I'm gonna play a little bit of it again. Let's hear them, because Boshen Soro, the way they're speaking, they no get that. You know, when we speak pidgin, they no fit talk am. This ones, it get as they talk time. One Nigeria, and they talk like proper Akata, like someone say here. They no be proper Nigeria for where. I beg, make me hear them again.
Okay.
One Nigeria.
See ya.
One
Oh, yeah.
Nigeria. One Nigeria. One Nigeria. One
Nigeria.
Stronger together.
Stronger together. You see, somebody's holding I can see the hands of the person holding the flag there. Now, man, I mean, you see? So that's definitely, I don't think, I'm just showing little things here. Who's that guy? Yeah. So obviously, let's just watch it. So there's no way that this is Nigerian. There's no way. There's no way anybody could tell me that. There's no way. I mean, these guys, man, they've been paid, obviously. You see? So anyway, I'm going to put that, we'll leave that there. Let's go for the next one. I want to show you, this is in London, I think, but I don't want to. There's one more I wanted to show you. Is that a longer one? Yes, this is a longer one. Watch this one now. This is a much longer one that I want you to see. So let's see what happens here. It's 11 minutes long. I hope you can, let's see it. But it's the same video, but probably, Let's hear. Now let's hear.
Eh?
What's this?
Killer president. Oh, my son, they're not
Nigerian. You can see there. They paid them.
Terrorists. No.
He said that he just told her.
So they're not. You can see. It's a longer video.
Referendum now.
Somebody's down. Just make somebody, just tell somebody and they're going to make their family get
You see, the way she's talking.
After we protested against rape, and after the lady just told us about that.
They are not Nigeria. You know almost a dollar. A dollar for a naira.
You see?
A dollar for a
Also got an
naira.
injury, first of all.
A dollar for a naira. And you are here, you are happy. You are not Nigerian. You are Nigerian, right? You are sure.
See, she's not Nigerian actually.
We claim that our armed forces fight for freedom, democracy, or human rights. The reality is setting up thousands of checkpoints in the country that you have occupied, disrupting the lives of people, and then killing them.
Now. Sorry. So let me just go back again. Sorry, I got a few things that I'm trying to show you all, but it just crashed with each other. So where are we now? Not that one. This one. Sorry about that. I'll come back to it. Just need to get to it. There was something that was happening there, and I needed to get on top of it. Now, here we are. We're back now. So we're back. Here we go. So now.
Black Nigeria.
See this lady. She's not Nigerian. See that guy there? He's not Nigerian. Let's just break this down. Let's make sure we break this down. You see, we can see, look, let's shine that line on this, guys. Let's expose the fraud called Nigeria. The fraud is so panicked. They are using foreigners to act as Nigerians, to say they want to believe in one Nigeria. The game is up. But I need you guys in the UK, UN. I need you guys in New York. We need you guys in New York collectively to please come out. Come out, make a statement. Make a solid statement. If they see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 outside the embassy, they see at the UN 4,000 at the same place. People, you look, be ready to go to the Nigerian embassy. Some people should be at the Nigerian embassy in thousands. At the UN in thousands. Then they will know. But see, just staying at home, it won't do it all. I'm talking about the diaspora. At home in Nigeria, I support the sit-at-home that is happening in Biafra. I support it. In fact, I would like us to do it in Yoruba land. But I'm not quite sure how that is going to, it takes a while. The support system is not there as Biafra has it at this point. So, but, and for different reasons, it might be slightly different, but I support it. It's effective. But for the New York, we need this thing to really happen, because what they did to bring in foreigners to act as so-called Nigerians, that is, they are panicked. They are panicked. And we must continue to push for self-determination. Let's watch on. Let's watch on.
Black Nigeria! Black Nigeria! Black Nigeria! Black Nigeria!
Break Nigeria, yes.
Black Nigeria!
No more Nigeria. No more Nigeria.
Black Nigeria! Black Nigeria!
You see, look at this one. 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 That's a Nigerian. I can see that on him. You see? You see? You see? Somebody's going to call. Let me take the call. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Ekale, ma. Go ahead. Àwa ni ẹ ṣeun, ma.
Ẹ ṣé gan sa o, ẹ ṣeun wa o. Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
Àmín àṣẹ, àmín àṣẹ.
Ọlọ́run mú adélé lérí lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín àṣẹ, àmín àṣẹ.
In fact, it's a big shame to the president.
Ah.
Come on, so pé kí nǹkan àwọn èèyàn kan máa pariwo pé fake Nigeria wọ́n Nigeria. Big shame ló jẹ́ fún wọn.
Serious shame, massive shame.
Àwọn gan ti rí pé gbogbo nǹkan tó wọ́n ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa ni. Ara ń fún wọn ni tára ò bá fún wọn wọn ní máa kó àwọn campus àwọn ilé ìpín wọn sanwó fún wọn. Wọ́n máa sọ pé wọ́n máa protest pé wọ́n Nigeria.
This it's horrifying.
In fact, ojú ti tì wọ́n àti délé ìlérí yẹn Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ mú wa débẹ̀ láti àlàáfíà lágbára Ọlọ́run àgbà fún wa. Ọlọ́run á wo gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ta sílẹ̀. Àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ EndSARS àtìgbà EndSARS tí wọ́n ti sọ pé kọ́ EndSARS tí wọ́n ti ń bá a bọ̀. Oúnjẹ COVID-19 wọ́n tọ́jú ẹ̀ wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ta sílẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ aláìṣẹ̀ tí wọ́n mọ̀ kankan tó ń dédé ń pa tó ń kidnap tó ń bandits everybody Boko Haram tó ń pa wọ́n Ọlọ́run àwọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn á fi jà fún wa. A máa pín yàrá gbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Oníkálùkù máa lọ nílùú ẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ fún Ọlọ́run tí obìnrin àti ọkùnrin tó ṣe ìgbéyàwó. Tèbí tó bá di pé tí ìyàwó bá di pé ọkọ ti fẹ́ pa àwọn àdọ̀dà divorce ájàwò fún pé òun ò ṣe mọ́. So kí ni nǹkan tó ń dùn wọ́n a ní àṣemọ́ kò kí ń ṣe ìjà náà kó ní kálukú máa lọ nílùú ẹ̀.
àfẹ́ tipátipá mọ́ ẹ ṣe àfẹ́ ayọ̀ǹda.
kì í ṣe tipátipá náà kí ló tó wọ́n ń fọ́ọ̀sì pé dandan ní ká ṣe. wọ́n sọ pé àwọn youth ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́ bá lọ wo from all the countries like gbogbo àwọn tó ń travel out Yorùbá ló
Yorùbá yes.
Yorùbá ló pọ̀jù tó kúrò nílé tó ní kálukú hustle wọ́n lè sọ pé ọ̀lẹ ni wọ́n lè ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹjọ́ iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe ní outside country tẹ́ pé à ń ṣe ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ó hàdì ju iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe nílé ní Nàìjíríà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ pé a lè ṣiṣẹ́ kó ní kálukú pínyà kó ní kálukú máa lọ.
ká máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ni o ká máa lọ.
So everything máa wà okay fún wa.
Àmì àṣẹ.
Káwọn fúnra wọn lọ ṣiṣẹ́ káwọn fúnra wọn ṣiṣẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o kọ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ o kọ́ yé
owó òṣèlú tó ń gbà owó ló fi ń ṣe wá ó ti tó gẹ́.
Ó ti tó ẹ ṣeun gan ni mà.
Ọlọ́run á jà fún alágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ jọ kí ni first name yín mà? Kí ni first name yín? Kí ni first name yín mà?
Orúkọ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni first name yín àkọ́kọ́ orúkọ àkọ́kọ́ yẹn má sọ kejì first one. Kí lorúkọ yín mà?
Ẹ kọ glory.
Okay ẹ ṣeun okay ma ẹ ṣeun ma ẹ ṣeun ó dà o bye. So that was a lady from I'm not quite sure which country. I think it might be South Africa actually. I'm not too sure. So thank you very much for the call. And she's saying that it's time that we don't have to be together. It's enough. We've had enough of this nonsense. We've been oppressed for too long. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching, please subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Go right now to CitizenAY on YouTube and click the subscription button and give us the thumbs up and give us the thumbs up and hit the notification button. So when we come live, you'll be able to see us. We truly appreciate you. And we appreciate those of you watching us live on Facebook as well. But we need the YouTube to continue to grow. So please go right there now on YouTube and subscribe now. Thank you. Let's watch the video on. You see? That man, I think it's called Belu. Something Akim or something Belu. You see, they went to hire them. You see, she's not Nigerian. The way she's talking alone, you can hear it. That she's not Nigerian at all. She's been hired to come and do that job. Okay. I'm going to pause it. People are calling again, so I'll let them call in. So hello, caller. Your name, where you calling from, please? Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? Hello, you're live on air. Hello, caller. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hello, caller. Hello, caller. I can't hear you. Okay, you're going to have to call back again, I think, because I think the line's gone dead somehow. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's gone off. Okay, you try and call back. I'll play the video on for a little bit more. We'll make it.
Red Nigeria! Red Nigeria! Red Nigeria!
You see, she's talking. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's talking about they are killing everybody. There's genocide going on there. You don't know what you're saying, young lady. You've been paid. So it don't matter what you're saying. Your views don't count. You've been paid to speak. You're a paid mouthpiece. So please, step aside. You know what I mean? You got to step aside. Know what I mean? Yeah, right. Okay.
You can't talk about rape. He just said her whole family's going to get raped. So why you allow him to say her whole family's going to get raped? Like, what are you talking about? You're not making no sense.
Okay. Thank you.
Take several seats, lady. You dig? You gotta take several seats. That's right. Take several seats. So,
Push your mother. Hey, watch out. First of all, he just told you he's gonna get raped. You with someone that's
Where's your mother?
That said that a young lady.
Where's your mother, please? Where's your mother? Where's your mother?
Oh my goodness, you can hear Wagwan. She's actually Jamaican. Oh man. Let me tell you a little story. Young lady, I'm going to tell you a little story. There is a place. She can go and check this out. There's a place in Jamaica. I kid you not. They call it Abeokuta. Yes. There's a place in Jamaica right now. Type it in. It's called Abeokuta. And the people from that place, their ancestors come from Abeokuta. I kid you not. So she doesn't know. She's actually one of us as well. She doesn't realize. That's because she doesn't know her story. She doesn't. Because as soon as she said Wagwan, I know she's Jamaican. But I'm telling you, go and type it in. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. Let's do it. Let's go and do it together. Let's go do it together. You need to know these kind of things because we need to school these kind of people with the kind of things, Let me just type in Abeokuta in Jamaica. You'll see what happens now. Let me type it in here. Abeokuta in Jamaica. So she can, in Jamaica. Okay, now. Okay, so look at this now. So I kid you not. There's a video. Abeokuta is a heritage health eco tourist in attraction located in Dean Village, in Westmoreland. Was opened 5th of January 2003 by the Nigerian High Commissioner. So see, they opened it. And the reason they opened is because there are some people who are of Yoruba descent that they've been living in that place. So these are things that she needs to know. She doesn't even know her own history. But I just like to just bring that in. But let's put that to one side. I don't want to. Let's carry on.
He's working. He's doing his job. He's doing his job. He's doing 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 job. No, the highest is going to be $10, $20.
Break Nigeria. No more Nigeria. No more Nigeria.
Break Nigeria. Break Nigeria. Break Nigeria.
Oh, this is down here.
From Nigeria, from Nigeria, from Nigeria, from Nigeria, from Nigeria, from Nigeria.
Nigeria is not going to be one. It's not going to be one. The current president, the people in the cabinet, they are killers. They are killing people every day, every damn day. The terrorists, the Fulani people, they are killing people every day.
Exactly.
Kidnapping people, demanding for millions of money. And this president didn't say nothing. And you want the country to be one? No, it's not possible. We cannot be one. We cannot be one. What are you killing people for?
Need help. That's why we out here. They got to do something. You can't just let the people get killed up.
They will just kidnap you. You can't work on this. They kidnap you, demanding millions of money from you. If you don't pay the money, they kill you. Is that a country? And you want to turn the country of ethics? We have more than 100 languages, 1,000 languages. And you want to turn the country to one religious country. Just one Muslim in the country. No, we are not Arab. You can't turn the country to that. And you say one Nigeria. What kind of one Nigeria is that?
Nigeria! One Nigeria! Sort Nigeria! One Nigeria! Sort Nigeria!
Now, the guy here, I want you to look at this guy's face properly. Here he is. Let me give you a full picture of him. Here he is. Yeah? His name is Haruna Bello. That is his name. You see? That is his face there. His name is Haruna Bello. Let me see if I can get a bit more detail about that. I'll make it smaller for 1 second. Let me just, I want to give you the real insight. Let me see if I can find, yeah, here we go. Okay, I got it now, I think. So now, that's his face. Now let's go back in again because I posted it earlier on. So it says here, Haruna Bello is his name. So watch out for Haruna Bello. He's in New York. His name is Haruna Bello. That's his name. We need to be aware of that. And he's back, he's talking about one Nigeria. Why is he, if he believes in one Nigeria, why isn't it in Nigeria? Why isn't Haruna Bello? Why isn't it there? If he likes it so much, where they're kidnapping and killing and raping our people. I have to give kudos to Governor Sanwo-Olu for coming up with the law to stop any cow grazing, cattle grazing in the whole of Lagos. That's good, and we need more states doing that. Yeah, it's a Fulani bastard. Yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah. So let's watch this anyway.
Nigeria! Show Nigeria! Show Nigeria! One Nigeria! Show Nigeria! One Nigeria! Show Nigeria!
I hope they will get one of your family, they will get him kidnapped in Nigeria. I hope that. I hope so.
Show Nigeria!
Let me tell you something.
Break it. We need to break Nigeria.
Why are they killing people for? For what? No. For nothing. You just kidnap the person and get killed of it because you want to rule the country. Is that how the Trump did? If the Trump wants to stay in the power, he will kill everybody. Nigeria is a lawless country. America is not a lawless country. As you are saying here now, say in my country, Nigeria, you will see the police started shooting everybody staying here. You are doing rally now. The police just come to you and kill everybody. Nigerian police. They will just get secret police to come and spray everybody and kill everybody. Right. Is that a country?
We come together, stronger together. Nothing common, stronger together. Nothing common, stronger together.
I love this guy. Kudos to my guy here. Honestly, he says nothing in common. I listen, I give him applause. I give him a round of applause. We need to know this guy. I hope he's coming tomorrow and the day after. This is, he's taking it to them. And that's what we need to do. Break Nigeria. I agree with him. Referendum now. You see, it says referendum now. That's what we need. And we have the right to go for referendum now. Let's carry on.
Nothing common. We got together.
We got together.
Nothing common.
I love it. Give him a lot of likes, man. We need to give him a lot of likes.
We got together.
Yes.
Nothing common.
Nothing in common. Yes, man. Let's give him a lot of likes. For that guy. We give him lots of likes, man. Go hit the like button. We need more like that.
Save Nigeria.
Yes. Save Nigeria. Yes. Yes. Save Nigeria. Yes.
So what?
Watch. Yes, I love it.
Somebody would not be for the places that they're going to take the place, no matter how bad the place is, that's still their
Shame, shame, exactly.
Break Nigeria!
Break Nigeria! Break Nigeria! Break Nigeria! Break. You see, there's no way this one is Nigerian. They've been paid. But let's watch on.
Dangerous country. Dangerous country. Dangerous country. Terrorist country. Terrorist country. Terrorist country.
I love the spirit. I love this guy here. This guy with the referendum now hold sticker. I love his spirit. Salute to this guy. Honestly, salute. I salute him. And he's standing there and he's saying, break Nigeria. You know, weaker together. Honestly, yeah. It is, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. So let's watch on. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this. You can tell they're paid. This guy is being paid. There's no way that guy is Nigerian. There's no way. I'm having there's no way. So let's watch on anyway. Let's watch on.
How heavy money? No, if you Hausa ló ń sọ bílẹ̀ kí jára wa.
Show Nigeria!
One Nigeria! One Nigeria! One Nigeria! One Nigeria! One Nigeria!
If you want to travel to Nigeria now, your life is not safe. Your life is not safe. Because
you see, he doesn't even know what is. The guy is not Nigerian. You can see it on him. You can see it on him. He doesn't know what is. He's just been paid. He's just been paid a few dollars. That's it.
You cannot predict. He may be kidnapped. He may do anything for you. It's a bastard country now. It's a dangerous country.
If they think you got money, they kidnap you.
Yeah. If you don't pay them the money, they may demand $10 million from you. If you don't pay it.
So that's the evidence we need. Right there, that's the evidence we need that we have now. We can all see that guy, I don't know what to say. Yes, so Akayode take me somewhere. Yeah, no, you just don't know what. I know, words begin to fail one. You begin to go, what? This guy did what? I know, yeah, I know the feeling. So these are kind of things. We will. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. Then I want to talk on something else, and there is a subject I will talk about. I want to come back about the sit at home in Biafra land. I want to talk about that a little bit, but before we go on that, let me just finish this one. Let me just put this answer here. Please continue to subscribe to us on CitizenAY on YouTube. We very much appreciate your support. Please, as you're watching, just go on CitizenAY and click subscription button on YouTube now. It goes like this. Subscription button now. Subscribe to CitizenAY. Please go and do so now and give us a thumbs up. Hit the notification button. The more you give us a thumbs up, the more the platform reaches more people. So when we're doing a broadcast, they can see the notification and join us. Because important information like we've just done tonight is really, really important, and there's still more, it's really, really essential for people to get. So please, we thank you all. Thank you for those of you who are supporting us on Facebook as well. We thank you all so very much. We truly appreciate both the YouTube and Facebook. We're one big family, and we're trying to build a platform to continue to reach yet more and more people, because on CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power, we truly believe that we cannot do anything without your support. So your support is really essential in getting that key information out there for people to be able to take action. Tomorrow, for example, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we need many people to come out in New York. And to see this kind of information, will make people be more proactive about that. And we hope that you can share this with family and friends to make them tell their friends and their families who are in New York right now, please, we need you to take these key steps. So here we go. Let's watch this for a bit more, and then we'll.
And if it be an opposition to the president party, they are going to be killed. Okay, man, this is rubbish. Yeah, you guys.
You say the government does that?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? You see? Did you see the look on his face? Listen to this. Let me play that back. Listen, he's holding the one Nigeria thing. Now listen when he suddenly gets a shock. Listen to this. Let's go back. I got to play that back to you guys. For you guys. Here, listen now. So he's holding the genocide, no genocide in Nigeria now. Let me see. Listen.
Yeah, you guys.
You say the government does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? Now, listen.
Get rid of the government.
You see? They gotta get rid of the government. He's holding. Oh. Listen. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit excitable just now. But let me just listen to. This is the guy they paid. This is the guy that they paid. Listen to him. He said they gotta get rid of the government. In an American, they gotta get rid of the government. Listen. He said it in American style, Here we go. So listen. So you're saying the government kidnapping? Listen. Listen.
Yeah, you guys.
You say the government does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me show the face when it says, "Oh, I gotta go back there." Let's see. Listen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys.
You say the government does that?
Yeah.
Can you see his face? You guys, that's the shock. You see, you can tell he's paid. He's shocked. He is shocked. He went, "Oh." He stepped back with, because he didn't know. Look, there is nothing like one Nigeria. Because even that guy, now then listen, I wanted you just see that. So you can see the shock on his face. The shock on, the guy that is holding the one Nigeria is shocked that the government kidnaps, kills, rapes, commits genocide. He said, whoa, look at his face. Does that look like you, that the man that supports one Nigeria, even though he's holding, sorry, I shouldn't laugh. His placard is saying one Nigeria. His face is saying no way. Do you see that? Are you getting what I'm saying? His placard is saying one Nigeria. His face is saying no way. Yeah, exactly. They shouting Nigeria last time. Of course, they've been disappointed. So he's shocked. So you can see the shock on his face. I'm freezing this place because I want you all to see the shock on his face. You see the shock on his face. And then listen to the words he said now. Now listen.
Yeah!
They gotta get rid of the government.
You see? They gotta get rid of the government. He said they gotta get rid of the government. Don't think it's not me saying it. He said they got to get rid of the government. They got to get rid of the government. So you see, listen to it now. I want you to listen to the words here. Just listen to that word. Here we go. Listen now.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of the government.
Yeah.
You see that? They got to get rid of the government. That's what he said. Those are his words. That's the man that was holding the placard for one Nigeria. Man. They picked a good one. They sure picked a good one, didn't they? The useless contraption sure picked a good one because he couldn't hide from the truth. There's no way. So that is really, really important point there. You can show this to people. This is the point you can say. So that's proof that he was paid right there. Let me play it again so you can hear it yourself. Listen. Listen now. Listen. And then
They gotta get rid of the government.
Yeah. Their secret police, they send the secret police after you. If you don't come after you and get rid of you.
You see, even now he's beginning to go, oh, when he heard they send the secret police after you. And went, oh. So these are things, you see. That's why I like doing that's what we do on CitizenAY. We're not going to tell you, oh, this guy just said this. No, we look at what is being said and then we pick it apart one by one so that you can see that there is no way they can take this thing. That when they try and start saying, oh, you didn't say it, the evidence is clear. That's why we say we speak truth to power on CitizenAY. That's all we do. We're not going to try and tell you, oh, this is how it is. No. The evidence, you will be looking at it. You and I will be looking at it, and we'll be pointing out those things, and you can pick it out yourself. Because sometimes we miss those things because it happens so fast. But we try and slow it down and pick those key moments so you hear and be able to break it down, split it down into really simple ways so that you can actually understand and grasp what is being said here. So, very important point. Those of us now, we need to make sure that this message, this video, I hope you're sharing it. This guy that was holding the placard, when he heard that the Nigerian government was kidnapping, raping, killing, committing genocide, arresting you and putting you in jail. Whoa, he said. Whoa, no way. Anyway, so let's play on for a little bit more.
A lot of things are happening in that country.
And kudos to the guy. I want to give the guy who is teaching. You see, that's a teaching moment. You see, what the man filming and talking to this guy was doing, it's a teaching moment. That's a point that all of us collectively, we can learn from. Even I am learning from it. I do that, but I still learn. You will have to learn that this is a job for all of us. When I say that we are all leaders, I kid you not, we are. But many of us don't realize it. When I say that those of us that are going for Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt, and we are talking about it, we literally are all leaders. What he has done now, in the middle of the government paying this guy to come and he's changed his mind, he's opened his eyes. That is a teaching moment right there. That's a moment that no money can buy it. That guy, that money, even in his mind, that money is meaningless now. He might use it, yes, but in his mind, he knows that he's been lied to. That money is worthless to him in his mind. He may use it because he needs it. Don't get me wrong. But understanding, because he's looking in the camera and he's hearing what the guy said and he's computing and going, hang on. So they told me to support this lie. Can you see what I'm saying? Very, very important. So I want to applaud the guy who did this filming. Honestly, these are things that really are important. You matter. You that are watching me now, you matter. You can make a difference. The guy was walking past, probably going to work, filmed for 11 minutes. And we've been able to pick a very, very key moment that many may have missed out and actually explain it and actually talk about it. And then you can understand that in the middle of all of that, that actually what the guy did there was powerful. It's now allowed us to expose the lie because clearly this guy was paid. And obviously the way he's speaking, he's not Nigerian. So these are evidences that we can put forward. So those of you that are saying, oh, this and that, we need to step out there. Again, I'm asking you if you're in New York, tomorrow, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, please come out. You've had TJ. TJ said he's going to come out. TJ was the one who exposed, live on camera on Oduduwa TV Radio, he exposed the fact that the application that people should go and fill. When you go to the UK or US application for passport, you sit in an office. They treat you well. There's a toilet working for you. People, the queue, you sit down. They make you comfortable. In Nigeria, you are doing this stuff outside, and there's empty offices that is meant to serve you, and you are outside. And you tell me to believe in one Nigeria. Nah, please. Just keep right on walking. Just keep right on, because I ain't gonna take that. And let me just because I'm just going. Because the next minute you'll be catching one of these. No, I ain't doing that. So, but you know what I'm saying. This is injustice. It's gone on long enough. And this guy here has really exemplified the guy who filmed here. I want to thank him so much. They're paid agents, yes.
A lot of things are happening in that country. I don't know. Hey, Femi.
You see?
Femi.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to leave that now. Very interesting, and I'm glad that you've seen that yourself. Sorry about this. So this was something else that happened today. Look, I'm not proud of what I'm showing you here. There are things that are terrible that is happening in our land. This young man, I believe he was involved in some kind of ritual stuff. I'm not too sure. I don't even want to. But this is, you see, the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is when Uriyomi Hamza. I'm not going to talk about it too much. It seems as though they're using body parts and things. I'm not too sure. I don't even want to, it's really bad stuff. But what I'm saying to say is this. It's very important we understand that because of the oppression, the constant oppression of the Southerners, we have now become effectively crabs in a barrel. When they put all of us in a place and they squeeze us into one space together and deny us access to our own resources, we turn on each other. That is what is happening here. I want you to understand that. I mean, that is what is happening. They're beating this guy because they caught bodies and things. They caught them with different things. And I don't even have the heart to watch I watched the video and I was horrified. But it's because of the conditions. I'm not saying what he's doing is right. He's got to take responsibility. But the governance, to make sure that we turn and kill each other as well as them killing us, to make us really, people talk about, people haven't got a job. The husband loses his job and everything else. The government has created the conditions to make sure there are no jobs for the men to take care of the family. The wife now goes out and starts sleeping all over the place with different men because of the conditions. Don't forget, there's no light, there's no water, there's no road, there's no schools, there's no bridges. The fabric of the society is ripped to shreds. I'm not going to play anymore, but you can see he's telling them what they're doing. And you're literally turning the people to turn on each other. And that is what I want us to pick from this. I'm not going to play too much of it because it's painful to watch as a Yoruba man hearing this young, look at him. He's a young man doing this and they're exposing this stuff, and they should. But that is symptoms. It's important to understand that what they're doing, whilst it's wrong and we still hold him personally responsible, the symptoms of the bad governance is what this is. It's important we understand that. The symptoms of bad governance, a governance that is ensuring that the people are denied access to their own resources in their own land. Let's have a think about that. I'm not going to play more because it's really painful, really painful. Now, I'm going to move on to, here is something I saw in Canada. The Yoruba One Voice, they did something which is quite good. I'll play this. And this is something that I like to focus on positives a little bit, because when I talk about negatives, we must always be positive about where we're going, and we can do this. And we must. So let's play this about the Yoruba One Voice in Canada. And they read the letter to the Canadian government, I think. So it's about 8 minutes long. I hope you can watch this for a few minutes. And I'll talk about something about the US, which we are not aware of, and we need to be aware of. I'll bring it back. Here we go. So let's go here. So now listen to this.
Religious domination of the country is systematically pushing the southern regions into a state of responsiveness, whereby all its resources people all these resourceful people are sent into economic exile like us, and the ones left are struggling to survive. The United Nations cannot afford to stand by and watch the illegal and systematic domination by an ethnic group as it did in Rwanda, leading to the bloodiest genocide in Africa. We hereby demand that the UN set up a referendum to decide the right or to self-determination of the people of the Middle Belt and the Lower Niger region. Yes. We, the Yoruba-speaking people of Lower Niger, say no to the wanton kidnapping and killing of our
people.
No
exactly.
To the political domination of our people. No to the 1999 Constitution. We are calling Nigerian High Commission on Ottawa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where is the presentation? In French. In French. It's going to read in French now.
So they're going to read in French as well now.
Non à l'enlèvement injustifié et au meurtre de nos gens. Non à la domination politique de nos gens. Et non à la Constitution de 1999. Nous, les citoyens membres de l'Alliance des nationalités nigériennes indigènes pour l'autodétermination, écrivons ceci afin de demander que l'Assemblée générale des Nations Unies mette en place un référendum sur surveillance internationale au Nigeria afin de prendre une décision sur le droit de l'autodétermination des peuples du Bas-Nigeria et de l'accord central du Nigeria. Nous exigeons aussi l'abolition de la Constitution de 1999 au Nigeria, puisque celle-ci ne fut pas écrite par le peuple même, mais pour le peuple des régions du Bas-Niger, et a été utilisée pour maintenir une marginalisation cachée, une manipulation politique et un vol des ressources du peuple du Bas-Niger, Nigeria. Nous avons donc attendu pour que...
That's a Yoruba man. He's speaking French, English, Yoruba. You see, this is, look, that is right there is explaining even our qualities as a race. That is, anyway, listen. Likewise, Biafrans, Middle Belt as well.
Qui ont été rassemblés en 1970, de céder leurs terres et de faire partie du pays. Depuis ce temps, nous avons observé une érosion graduelle de l'accord mis en place par les pères fondateurs du Nigeria qui garantissait l'autonomie culturelle, la détermination locale de l'usage de la terre et des cours d'eau, ainsi que le développement socio-économique et en rythme établi par chaque région. Plutôt que de mettre en avant des projets de réparation en ouvrant une assemblée de constituants pour réviser la Constitution qui a signé 89 et 96% des autorités gouvernementales à une liste exclusive, le gouvernement central qui a doublé en force en révoquant les États sur la liste autoritaire concurrente. Un exemple d'un de ces actes flagrants est la Rouga, une action du gouvernement.
So I'm going to forward it only because it's speaking in French. I'll forward it a little bit more. Let's hear what she says now. So I'm going to read a bit more because it's... Now, let's see. So let's hear what she says in the response.
No, I know.
So let's listen to what she says now, because she's going to say something back.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you very much.
Now listen now.
About one boy, Canada chapter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You want the response?
Thank you very much. The UN Association in Canada is a Canadian civil society organization, so I do not speak on behalf of the United Nations. Our objective is to engage and empower Canadians and educate. As you well know, the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples has been put in place in order to protect the rights of Indigenous peoples all over the world. Canada has adopted the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People into law as of this July and stands firm behind its principles here in Canada. In terms of supporting our partners overseas, we welcome your letter, which we will pass on to our colleagues in New York. And I would like to thank you all for coming out here and sharing your voice, sharing your experiences, and sharing your ideals with us today.
So
we're
not going to play that now. I'll come back to that this one. I'm not going to bother with that. Now, here's one thing I want you to look at. There's something here. You know, the Senate mulls life imprisonment for kidnappers. The jokers, these jokers, can you notice? They say Senate mulls life imprisonment for kidnappers. If they were serious, they would have put in Senate planned to imprison Fulani terrorists for kidnappings. Because then we will know they are serious. All of this. Don't bother even reading the script. Because I'll read it to you. It says here, a bill proposing lifelong imprisonment for offense kidnapping, any form of abduction, wrongful restraint in confinement on Tuesday past second reading. This is all lies. This is all time wasting. Because the majority of the people who are there, it will never get to, you won't see the light of the day. It's all trickery. It's all trickery. Let's not fall for it. Let us not fall for it. We are going. We are going for referendum. We are tired. We have had enough. No more Nigeria. No more Nigeria. No more Nigeria. We are standing by Yoruba nation. Yes. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation? Whoa, stand by Yoruba nation. Whoa, stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation? That's what we're doing. We're fed up with the lie called Nigeria. We've had enough. We've had enough of it. Whether you can hold your whatever you want to call it, we're not interested. The one you can go. You go back to Arewa. We're not interested. We're going. The referendum is what we are taking, we're having, and that's it. Nothing else. This is all a lie. Now, I just wanted to just bring that to your attention. Now, one more thing I wanted to show you. You see, we are very good at saying the U.S. is this, U.S. is that. I want you to listen to what U.S. is doing to Haitians. Listen, then I'll talk about it. Listen. Watch this now. Watch this.
Reports of border agents on horseback using what appear to be whips on Haitian migrants. Does the administration view that as an appropriate tactic? Can you speak to that? There are people who are upset.
Can you see that? Who is the man whipping? Is that not a black man from Haiti? That's a black man from Haiti. And that's the U.S. patrol, border patrol. That's a black man from Haiti. So when we are saying that we need U.S. to support us, this is what U.S. is doing to black people. I just wanted to, let's play for a bit more. It's important we understand. This is about resources. In Haiti, they've got oil. Many don't know it. You see? Listen to this. Watch.
Yeah, understandably so. I've seen some of the footage. I don't have the full context.
You see, they're talking about context. You should be profusely apologizing that the U.S. government authorized the whipping of people, like though they are back in the 18th century. That's the government that you are seeking help from. That's the government we're going around to seek help from. That's the government, the U.S. government we're going to seek help from. They are whipping people, the Haitians. And I want you to know, I hope you know that Haitians are actually black people as well. They're Yorubas as well. Haitians are Yoruba people. Because they were enslaved and they were taken on a boat to Haiti and to the Americas from our shores. So what does that tell you about if they're doing that to Haitians? How do they view us as Yorubas, as Biafrans? How do they view us? I just want you to have a think about that. Now let's play on for a little bit more.
Can't imagine what context would make that appropriate.
We're not interested in context. This is not about context. They are whipping men who are seeking a better life, that Haiti has got oil, has got things that the U.S. government, do you know that U.S. government actually prevents them from actually using their resources to benefit themselves? The U.S. government made they took away their rice, that they made them dependent on the U.S. rice. They depressed the rice market of the Haitians. There are stories about all of this. Bill Clinton and all of that stuff. But people will not know. If you don't, we just need to be very, very conscious of what we're saying. We have to be. Let me just play this again.
But I don't have additional details, and certainly I don't have additional context. April, I don't think anyone seeing that footage would think it was acceptable or appropriate.
I want to follow up on the question about Haitians and specifically these photos that are.
Look at that. Look at that. Black man trying to seek a better life, and look at what's on top. On horseback, pulling him like though he's a cattle. That's the people we're going to seek help from. The only help we really need is ourselves. That's the point I'm making here. The only help we need as Southerners is ourselves. So please, those of you going to the UN tomorrow, we shame our governors. We're going not because of US. We're going because we have to shame. We need the whole world to see us exposing the fraud called Nigeria. All of us must go. But I want you to be very, very conscious. This is how the US see you as a black person. It's important you understand that. They don't see you as a human being. That's how they see you. And these guys are related to you. I am part of the people who are proposing that Haiti be made part of Africa. There should be a representative of Haiti in Africa because they have been deliberately oppressed continuously. Their resources been denied. I told you again, their rice, they've been forced to import US rice, depressing their own market. Now they're dependent. They have oil, they can access it. The US controls it. These are things that we need to be aware of. We have to be aware of these things. And it fits into the narrative of what we need to understand who are our real friends. The only real friends we have are ourselves who are in the South. Biafrans, Yorubas, and Igbos. Everything else, we need to be, the friend of a friend, the friend of an enemy or whatever is a friend, whatever those things. They all have, it's about interest for them. The Fulani and the colonials have the interest of dominating the South, so they work together. And that's where we are. Don't think that the US will talk to you about human rights if they see that they can get resources for free. Don't think UK will do the same either. If they can get resources from us, they don't care about your human rights. They couldn't give two shits about your human rights. I'm sorry. That's a fact. The French as well. It's about the resources. They don't care. Even though they know it's your right, they will deny you that right for them to take it. That's what they're doing. And we need to understand those dynamics. So in the end, it's you and me that needs to work and make sure that the coming generation, that they get access to those resources. Despite all of these plans, look at that picture. That's a picture in the US of how they view black men. Oh, they are black Americans. Oh, they are black Haitians. It doesn't matter. They are black. As long as you're black, African, it doesn't matter. Once you are black, that's the treatment that you will get. These are all, I hope you can see that, pulling all of this together to understand where we're going, to understand why we still need to take certain steps. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Let me just play for a little bit more, and then we'll,
surfacing on Border Patrol agents seemingly
using whips. They're back in the 18th century. And that, you see, do you remember they were saying Black Lives Matter? And you will hear Biden talk about Black Lives Matter and everything. And this is what his government is doing. Do you remember Black Lives Matter, where George Floyd? George Floyd? Yes, you remember? But the same people that are talking about Black Lives Matter. So where's the Black Lives Matter now? Where is it now? Can you see the evidence of that now? So these are things we need to think about. So the question I'm asking is, who really are our friends? If they can treat a Haitian like this, what makes you think that they will not treat an African like this? And what evidence do you have that they won't? There's no difference between a Haitian and an African. We are the same. In fact, Asians they relate to us in the West Africa because that's where they came from. That's where they took the slaves. Many of them were taken on a slave ship from West Africa, including contracting Nigeria. But many don't connect it. And I still say it. It's a time to come for Africa, if we build ourselves well, the Haitians, they need to be part of Africa. Because they freed themselves, and they still today they've been made to pay debt by the French to cripple the economy. Colonials. But then you say, oh, French, they believe in liberty and all this stuff. Fraternity and liberty, nonsense. For them, that liberty relates only to Europeans. They don't consider Africans to have liberty. 14 African countries are still paying them as we speak. I'm giving you a wider context. I'm not trying to get too far, but it's all connected is what I'm saying. So these are things we need to look at. But anyway, so let's play to the end, and I will then go back to the seat at
I know you
home.
said that there's no context that it would be seen as inappropriate. So the question really is, why would this be happening under the Biden administration? Is this going to stop? What would I wonder sort of what are going to be the consequences if what we're seeing is what we're seeing?
I mean, Yamiche, it's all good questions. We just saw this footage. It's horrible to watch. I just have to get more information on it.
See, she doesn't want to. What do you mean information? What? It's open and shut. It's open and shut. Black men are being whipped by white men on a horse. That's racist behavior. That is 18th century behavior that we shouldn't tolerate. And if you think that is not having an impact on how the genocide going on in Nigeria, have another think. There was a plane. U.S. is agreed to have planes flying to sell planes to continental Nigeria. What do you think they're looking for? Their own interests. That's why we in the South, we need to work together. Biafrans, Yoruba, and Middlebelt. Free ourselves. Don't depend on anybody to come and help us. We have to help ourselves. That's why we need each other in this struggle. That's what I'm trying to make sure to continuously remember. Now let's play on for a little bit more.
Again, April, I don't have more information on it. I've also seen the video. I can't imagine what the scenario is where that would be appropriate. I'm certainly not suggesting that, but we've just seen the footage earlier this morning.
On the photo, I know you said that you're still assessing it, but just to add, if this is what we see, is it the president's stance or the White House's stance that whoever these border agents are using what seems to be whips on migrants, that they would be fired or at least never be able to do that again?
Of course they should never be able to do it.
Look at that. Look at that. They are black people. Like you and me. Take that in. So when we're rushing to say US, come and help us, just this is how they see black people in their eyes. Whether you're black African, black American, black Haitian, it's the same treatment. I want you to understand that. It's important we understand that context. It's important we understand that context. We have to understand that context. It is not a question of just see it. Look at the picture. Look at the men on the horses. They're white men. The men that are in there, they're Haitians that have been deliberately impoverished first by French and now by the US. Anyway, I'm just going to play that. And then we'll then talk about...
Again, I don't know what the circumstances would be. It's obviously horrific, the footage. I don't have any more information on it, so let me venture to do that, and we'll see if there's more to convey. Karen, go ahead. I think, April,
You see, she cannot answer the question. She cannot bring herself. The evidence that is before her, she cannot answer. She's trying to say context. We're not interested in context. This is inhumane, period. It's inhumane. There's no It's inhumane. There is no two ways about it. It is inhumane. It is unacceptable. And when we're saying we're rushing that the US are going to be, this is how US view us. We need to understand that. In all the words, and many of the African leaders, they are fooled by all of these warm words about human rights and all that stuff. In their eyes, human rights is only applicable to Europeans. Evidenced by what I'm telling you here. Look at the picture. You get what I'm saying. One of their guys, Rhodes, said, Africa has no, the resources in Africa belongs to Europeans rather than to them, rather than to the people who were born on the soil, Africans. Cecil Rhodes. Yes, that one. So the sense of entitlement, we need to understand what is being said. So our resources. So we need to understand that the Fulanis having colonials working behind them to oppress us in the south is to get our resources. We have to understand all of the dynamics at play here. We have to understand that. And that's if we understand that, then we are more committed to make sure that we have to, this is something we need to free ourselves permanently, collectively. It's important we understand that context. That's why I'm bringing this in the mix. All too often we focus on but I'm telling you, there are people, there are colonials behind the Fulanis. How else are they getting the weapons? The Fulanis, do they make weapons? The same people who are telling you they believe in Allah and everything else, but they're finding the best, most sophisticated weapons to kill. How are they getting it? They're not making weapons. They're getting it somewhere. So in return for the resources that they're allowing unfettered access to those people, those colonials, they're getting weapons. That's the biggest trade that is hidden, that they don't talk about. The arms trade is full of corruption. The arms trade is, I'm telling you now, the arms trade is full of corruption. And because money doesn't change hand. It is resources for guns. I'm telling you, it is resources for guns. And the people who are playing the game are those Western powers. Those are the plain facts. That's why, ask them to go and do you corruption record in arms trade. You will never find it anywhere. Never. Because that's the biggest trade going. Oh, don't worry. Forget money. You want how much weapons, whatever weapons we'll give you. Just give us your resources. There's nothing on record. So when they tell you Africa is corrupt, okay, yes. But the biggest corruption going is the arms trade. I'm telling you, go and do the research. We need to think about that. So anyway, let me wrap this up.
What the circumstances would be. It's obviously horrific, the footage. I don't have any more information on it, so let me venture to do that, and we'll see if there's more to convey. Karen, go ahead. I think
she's
April,
flustered.
I absolutely understand your question. I think I've been very clear about how horrific the footage is. I don't have more information. As a U.S. official, I have a responsibility to get more context and information.
See, all of you should try and avoid the information, avoid answering the question. Let's not even talk about Fani Kage. Let's just leave him to one side. We're not going to talk about him. Now, finally, I want to talk about, I'm probably going to, let me see if I can pull. Is there something I want to show? You can let's look at what Professor Akintoye said. I might pick up bits and pieces of what he said today. He was interviewed this morning, I think. So let's listen to some of what he said in terms of our our right to going for self-determination. So let's listen to a little bit. He was interviewed by The Punch this morning. Let's listen.
Omo is the leading figure in the movement for the creation of the Yoruba nation, so to speak. Professor Akintoye is in his 80s, about 86 years old, and he doesn't need much introduction. So, of course, this entire episode is being streamed live on Facebook. You can send in questions and comment, like, and share. And later on, it will also be put on all our platforms, so you can visit. Thank you, Prof, for joining us Tuesday morning.
Thank you.
Let me ask the first question. At 86, why are you leading this struggle? At 86.
Well, I grew up in Nigeria, in a Nigeria that held out a lot of hope for people.
Oh, network. Hang on a minute. Sorry, not network. I don't know what's happened there. I know it's a sponsor thing. Sorry.
I'll give you one more chance to tell the truth. Or what?
Sorry.
In the Western region of the 1950s, when I was a young man, we were so sure that Nigeria was going to go places in the world, was going to rise to the height, to the highest levels in the world. Chief Awolowo, our father, Chief Awolowo, reinforced that hope very much. In fact, it was the foundation of the hope in our Western region. So we went into independence, and since then everything's been going down for Nigeria. The problem is the people whom the British installed in power in 1959, who then became the first government of Nigeria at independence, could not understand the nature of country that we have. As far as they were concerned, they were the people in power, and they had the authority, the power to do anything and everything. They were particularly hostile to the idea of near autonomous regions. Actually, they had taken part in acquiring a lot of autonomy for the regions in the 1950s under Sir Ahmadu Bello, who was always asking for more power for the region. His reason for doing that was that he feared, the northern elite feared, that in a Nigeria, in an independent Nigeria, the Northerners, the Fulani leadership of the North, was going to be an underdog vis-a-vis the elite of the Southwest and the Southeast. But once the British took the step of empowering them, of conferring power on them at independence, they saw that, the answer to their fear is to subdue the rest of Nigeria. And so their first step was in 1962, try to destroy the strength and the confidence of the Western region. You know the story. They came in, they carried out a covert operation that broke the leadership of the Western region. Then they hurried in with the power of the federal government, imposed a sole administrator, and then tried to impose upon the Western region people who are ready to submit to their leadership. And the people of the Western region revolted. And that has been the beginning. That was the beginning of the gradual decline of Nigeria into one, excessive accumulation of power in the federal center. 2, accumulation of power in the people who are holding the power at independence, that is the Fulani elite of northern Nigeria. And it has gone, those two trends have gone down, have escalated steadily since that time. The coups that occurred were almost all, especially after the first coup, all the coups that occurred from July 1966 were masterminded by northern military officers, and they produced northern military dictators. And in all of this forum, in all of this context, the powers of Nigeria were gradually accumulated into the center and into the north. And that's the situation. So Nigeria has gone down and down and down. We even had a civil war, it didn't change anything. Then Chief Awolowo came out very bravely, great intellectual power in 1974, 1965, after the some years after the Civil War, and said, let's see, we can rebuild Nigeria. We can build Nigeria and make it a great country again. By that time, I was no longer a young man. I was still a young man, but I was no longer a school kid. I was already a university professor. And Baba Awolowo came around and challenged us to come and join in the crusade to build our country into a great country. We have the resources, he said. We have the manpower. Let us do it. And so many of us invested our life in the venture, the Unity Party of Nigeria. We had great ideas for Nigeria. We reached a point at which young professors like myself began to brag that we were going to build Nigeria into the black man's world power of modern times. Well, it didn't work. The decline continued, the retrogression continued. And it has reached a point now that Nigeria is no longer really a country. Why do I say it's no longer a country? There is no other country in the world where one section, one region says we are going to conquer the rest.
Conquer.
The Fulani leadership of the North is now sponsoring their men to go to use cattle, to weaponize cattle and poverty, to go and subdue the South and the Middle Belt. That we are the only such country in the world today, probably the only such country anywhere, anytime in the history of the world, that one section is saying we are going to conquer you, we are going to subdue you, we will not let you go. We will make ourselves the controllers and owners of the resources of your land. We will treat you more or less like slaves.
But Prof, well, let me ask you this: have you been able to galvanize young Nigerians into your movement? Because at 86 now, you know that yes, time is very limited. Yes, so
86 is an unusual age to be leading what I'm leading now. But I am a product of my history. My highest political intervention in Nigeria was under Chief Awolowo, and that is a purposeful leadership of the most sublime kind. I cannot rob myself. I cannot rob that out of my life.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry.
I am a product of the Awolowo idea and dedication and sacrifice. It is a pity that I went away. Well, it's not a pity. I went away because I was unhappy with the way Nigeria was being run. Nigeria was descending into corruption and lawlessness, and power of government was being used for illegalities, and I could not stand it. I left. My friends were angry with me. They said, "Oh, let's stand and win elections." So they won the election in 1993, and the election was abrogated. And then a dictatorship of the most hideous type descended upon Nigeria under Abacha. And my friends who had said I should not have left home were now rushing to all over the world. And I had many of them, come to stay with me and so on. So, no. Yes, I'm doing it at a late age. But if I do not do this, I do not want to go to my grave with the feeling that the country that I loved and gave my life to is dying in my presence, and I just stayed there until the power of God comes to take me home. No. I want to be able to say to myself, I fought. I fought a good fight. And when I see Chief Awolowo, I'm sure that he will open his eyes and welcome me.
And I pray that's a long time ahead.
Yes,
long time in the future.
I have to do
Not
this
yet.
now. I have to do this now.
Okay,
And we have involved large, it is for the youth actually, it's not for me. The other day, one of them called you a leader. I said, don't call me leader, I'm not your leader, you are the leaders. I am just your father. I will guide you, I will help you. I will show you the path to success. But I don't feel like your leader, I feel like your father. That's it.
Okay, Prof, you spoke earlier on about the perceived or the alleged marginalization of the Yoruba race within Nigeria. But you had the likes of Olusegun Obasanjo, who ruled this country for about 11 years, although non-consecutive, 8 years as a military president and about 3 years as a 8 years as a civilian and 3 years as a general. And then you have the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, who is from the southwest, and also there are already talks that in the next 2 years, Southwest will take over again as
it's a lie, Jerry. Don't believe that. We need to do. Let's break the thing
where
up.
Where does the marginalization you talk about? Where does it come in?
You are talking of the superficialities.
Superficials, yes.
The superficials. The realities are different. Whoever rules Nigeria rules in the context of a country that is owned and dominated by the North. By North, I mean the Northwest. And so, Obasanjo as president, under him, the northern elite combated the North against the constitution of Nigeria into a separate Islamic state.
Yep.
Obasanjo could not do anything about it.
There you go.
He could not.
That's very important information right there.
A Fulani intellectual wrote a paper for the Center for Democratic Development, for Democratic Research and Development in Abuja, to say that the nationalities, the ethnic groups of Nigeria are no nationalities at all. And that was a treatise in 2 pieces that was written for CEDAT, the Center for Democratic Research and Development, under the presidency of General Obasanjo in 2001, I think 2000 to 2001. And to say that the Yoruba are not a nation, the Igbo are not a nation, the Urobo are just a congeries of fragments and so on. That part of the people who now call themselves Igbo are not Igbo until recently, and began to drag down all the nations other than the people of the North. Listen, and Obasanjo could not do anything about it. That was a dangerous philosophy that was being foisted upon Nigeria, and nobody did anything about it. And it is the dominant philosophy of the people who rule Nigeria today. So you'd say Obasanjo, yes, Obasanjo has been, he's a beloved son of the Yoruba people. We love him and so on. But we know that he was ruling in a situation in which the president of Nigeria was beholding on to powers under the table that the rest of us could not do anything about, that he himself could not do anything about.
That's a very important point, because a lot of people really tend to go, but Obasanjo was there, and I, in my own research, have dovetailed and agree entirely with Professor Banji Akintoye. In my own research that I've been doing, and in the last few years, it's become apparent to me that, especially when you look at the 1999 Constitution, particularly when you look at it, they brought in Obasanjo in a hurried manner. 5th of May 1999, I kid you not, they drew up the fraudulent constitution, which is a promulgation decree. By the 24th of May 1999, Obasanjo became the president in an election. All of this without seeking a referendum from the people to whom they are telling us to believe in a democracy. I kid you not. Let me show you this document. I'm going to come back to this. It's good. This is very good to bring in key important information to your attention, so that when Professor is talking, you can link those things yourself. The idea now is, you see, this is no longer something for intellectuals alone. We need everybody to know what was done. When everybody in the South knows what was done, collectively, we will do the needful, which is to separate from contraption Nigeria. And that's the point. We are close to it. We're not there yet. We still need more of us to get out and do this. And that's why this kind of discussion is very, very important. And I'm really grateful that you are still with us on this journey. Let me just quickly, on this broadcast tonight, let me just quickly get this information to you. I just want to get this, because that is a very important point. The piece of document I'm about to show you is very, very revealing. And it ties into what Professor Banji Akintoye is saying right there. Let me just bring this to you. Excuse me. Pictures. So, please, as I'm doing this as well, I'd ask you all to please don't forget, you're very much appreciated, and would like you to subscribe to CitizenAY. Please do subscribe. We very much appreciate your support. It's very, very important that we carry on with that. So now, here we go. Now, I want to just quickly, now, 5th day of May 1999 is a military document. It is a promulgation decree. That's the day which they started this nonsense about the fraudulent constitution of Nigeria. 5th day of 1999. They say to us, they brought a group of people together. This document was brought into law by Provisional Ruling Council. You see there? Let me just make that bigger. Brought into law by the Provisional Ruling approval, you see? After necessary amendments and approval by the Provisional Ruling Council. So you need to understand that this is something that the military imposed. They imposed it. And the military, of course, is northwest, like Professor Banji Akintoye said. They wanted to dominate, and not wanted. They planned to conquer the South. End of story. Until we understand that context, many of you will be under that misguided idea that we should be one Nigeria. There is no such thing as one Nigeria. There is no such thing. The Fulanis have an agenda: domination, conquer, and take the land. And that's it. Now, let me go back to the line where I want you to look at. Sorry. Now, you see, they said the Constitution set out in the schedule shall come into force on the 29th of May 1999. By which time, the next time when they were going to have the election, Obasanjo was put in. Obasanjo was chosen by them. You thought this is a proper normal election? You think this is... that's the man they wanted to put in there. Because they needed to convince us, Southerners, that we are in a democracy. But the document that they're using to convince us hasn't got the basis of the democracy, because there was no referendum to support that document. It was a promulgated decree, and it remains so till today. So please, don't fall for that trick. 5th day of May, you see, Constitution of Federal Republic, made at 5th day at Abuja. Again, this Abuja by General Abdulsalam Alhaji Abubakar. But they don't want you to know all this stuff. So that point is very important there. I wanted to bring that in. Let me carry on now to what Professor is saying there. Hang on.
And that's Obasanjo, not to come and talk of Vice President Osinbajo. Osinbajo is one of the most educated men who ever took part in the governance of Nigeria. See the things he's doing. Is he doing them free will? Would a man of his caliber, of his intellectual and religious caliber, go abroad to go and say that when we say kidnapping is happening in the Western region, that we are lying?
Can you hear?
That the world must not believe us. When they make a noise about kidnapping, we go and investigate and we find that there's nothing at the bottom of it. Is that true? Do we know that to be true? He is reported to have made another statement a few weeks ago to the effect that people say they are killing. I don't know, you know. I hope he didn't make that statement, but he's alleged to have made it. I don't know what's the big deal about people being killed in Nigeria.
Can you hear that?
What is the big deal if Nigerians go to bed hungry and so on? Why do you think he's doing all of that?
We can't really confirm that he made those statements.
Pardon?
So we can't really confirm he made those statements.
Yeah, okay, but the one he did in London, in America, we can confirm it. You know, a man of his level going to the marketplace to distribute pennies to traders. Listen, we are living under a system that has become rigid and powerful. And there is no president of Nigeria. Jonathan was a southerner. What could we do? So let us not deceive ourselves.
Exactly.
This man is president, that man is vice president, that man is senator, and so it's all the superficials.
Superficials.
The inner making of the system is more powerful than all of that.
All right, Prof. You're said to be in Benin Republic currently, helping to coordinate Sunday Igboho's defense. I just want to find out from you, what's the update on that, on Sunday Igboho's travel in Benin Republic?
He's here and he's safe. And we finally got him to be decently treated. I don't know how soon he will leave, but I know that someday he will leave. And I and others and a few other leaders who have agreed to come so we can stay and fight his cause are here. And we will be here only until he goes wherever he chooses to go in the world.
Okay, let me just deal with this.
I love the perfect teddy coat for travels.
The teddy coat has such a classic design and the color is very mature.
I would wear the perfect teddy coat to a really nice dinner.
I think the jacket speaks for itself.
All right, Prof. One of your major supporters, Chief Femi Fani-Kayode, who was among those, you know, supporting the Yoruba agitation, has now crossed to the APC and is working closely with the president. Doesn't this won't this affect the movement in any way?
Chief Fani-Kayode is a younger brother of mine whom I respect a lot. But I want you to know, I want the rest of the world to know that he was never part of the Yoruba self-determination struggle.
Exactly.
He was never part of the Yoruba self-determination struggle. I love him, I respect him, but that's the truth. He was never part of the Yoruba self-determination struggle.
Putting the record straight.
The reason I ask this question is that some 3 months ago, Sunday Igboho said that Fani-Kayode is strongly with them. That's what he said. He said they're strongly.
Yes, you know, in the excitement of the running around, people say quite things that when you look at them closely, they are not entirely true. Yeah, you know, as I said, Fani-Kayode is a very attractive brother of ours. So we would have loved for him to have come and joined us. He would have been a great asset. But he chose not to do so. That's okay. That doesn't diminish my admiration and love for him at all.
The presidency said you are organizing violent rallies along with IPOB, which it has designated a terrorist organization. Don't you fear now that your organization could also be termed a terrorist one.
Right. Let me just pause it right there. I want to pause it right there. The question he asked there, I want to bring this to your attention before. Those of you that might be watching earlier on, I want you to look at this. Article 20 answers that question. I'm sure maybe Baba will answer it, but I'm bringing it to your attention. As we speak, the federal government of Nigeria, take it from me. Yes, take it from me. Take it from Chief Ali, Yomi Aliyu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. As we speak, as from Friday last week, the federal government of Nigeria can never in a million years label any Yoruba self-determination group as a terrorist. Read it there. All peoples have the right to existence. They shall have unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political status and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. It's in the article. They can never. Let's see what Baba says, just to Professor Akitoye says, just to, I'm sure he's probably, let's just listen.
Two answers there. The first, that we have made it clear from day one that we are a group, that our struggle in Yoruba land, in the southwest of Nigeria, will be peaceful and law-abiding, and we have stayed with that. I even wrote a manual for the struggle, a book that is now circulating. We published it in February this year, and now it is circulating to the news media all over the world. We are a thoroughly, intellectually, thoroughly peaceful and law-abiding movement. When our young people decided to, it isn't there in the manual. If you are going to hold a rally, you must make sure that you do it in a peaceful manner.
I remember seeing that document.
Never
in fact, I have it.
regard the police as your enemy. They are not our enemies. They are doing a job because they have to work. But that doesn't make them our enemies. And we held a huge rally of about 1.2 million people in Ibadan, a larger rally in Abeokuta, a much larger rally still in Osogbo, and a larger rally than Osogbo in Akure, and the largest rally to date in Ado-Ekiti. And there was no illegality, there was no violence, there was no conflict with the police, nobody was arrested, nobody was wounded, no property was damaged. I think we established by those 5 major rallies, what we proudly call them mega rallies. We established very clearly that we are a peaceful organization. We are peaceful. We operate by peaceful means. We also operate by using the law of the land. We use the power of the law of the land to fight our cause. So we are not, we know the laws of this world. The United Nations, the African Union, the European Union, and so on, all have charters in which they proclaim very clearly that every nationality in the world has a right to self-determination.
There you go. See that?
That
self-determination.
To try to assert their self-determination.
There you go.
And that when they try to do that, the government of the country to which they belong must not try to impede them.
There you go.
Must not, for instance, begin to infringe upon their human rights.
There you go.
And must not take the military to their land. But that these declarations do not entitle any nationality, any people in the world to start insurrection in the country to which they belong or to engage in illegal and violent actions. We know that. That is very clearly pasted up in our secretariat everywhere.
So, very important point.
We have a right to demand, to assert our self-determination.
Thank you.
We have a right to organize rallies peacefully. The government of Nigeria has no right to stop our rallies.
Exactly.
we have a right to propagate our belief.
Yes, Prof. But what of the IPOB connection? The IPOB connection.
But you see, in only one thing has iPod showed up. iPod has chosen its own path. Chose its own path. I am talking of the Yoruba path, where Yoruba say our cause is noble. Therefore, we pursue it by the noble path.
Noble path. Yeah.
That's the Yoruba state. It's in our manifesto. But IPOV and the bright young men who are following him in the East, in the Golan, think that they can get what they want by violence. We Yoruba don't believe that. We have always made it clear that we do not work with IPOV. However, if we join an alliance that is organized like NINAS, Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, does not have any relationship with IPOV. But if NINAS is organizing a rally, and the young men who belong to IPOV come there, I don't think that their friends in Yoruba land and in the Middle Belt would tell them, go away, you don't belong here. No, I don't think so. So,
sorry about this. Oh, I don't know why that's happening now. I shouldn't be. I don't really like that. But let's go back. Let's go back again. Okay. Sorry.
And from the nation's capital,
sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was just trying to show you something, but it just seemed to have just gotten out of. I was trying to get rid of it, but anyway. Okay, here we go. We're back. Okay.
That we have made an alliance with a violent organization. We have not. We are a resolutely and intellectually peaceful and law-abiding organization.
All right, Prof. The presidency has appealed to the media not to focus on separatist protests at the United Nations General Assembly. What is it that you are planning there? Because the belief is that you are all trying to embarrass the president who has gone to the UN General Assembly in the interest of Nigeria. What is the essence of your protest?
We're not.
I am sure that you are talking to any of our members, even the youngest person will tell you we don't aim to embarrass anybody. Our manual says we will act always with respect, with careful respect for the laws of Nigeria, for the government of Nigeria. Not embarrassing anybody. We are not trying to embarrass anybody. We need to let the world know what is happening to us and what we desire.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we are doing.
Indeed.
We are not embarrassing anybody.
All right. Just 2 days ago, the Northern Elders Forum, they said the North, they have the numbers to continue to rule the nation. And they're opposed to what the Southern Governors Forum has been saying, that is demanding that power returns to the South in 2023. Well, on the side, you are fighting for agitation, for succession now. Currently, Nigerian law doesn't even accommodate referendum. So don't you think it's better for you to support a presidential candidate now or a party that will support your cause?
No.
So that in 2023 you can push for constitutional amendment. Don't you think so?
I said it before. The presidency of Nigeria, who is president, who is not president, is immaterial in the situation. We have chosen our path. We want to have a separate country of our own that we can run like a modern country, not like some primitive enterprise with public officials acting as if they are above the law, and with with human development declining all the time. We do not want to end up in our southwest, in a Yoruba homeland, with educated Almajiri. No, we want our young men to come back home and develop their country into one of the most glistering countries in the world. We are capable of getting that done. We can surprise the world if we have a chance to rule ourselves. That's what we are asking for. That's what we are aiming for. We are not, in the business of embarrassing anybody or and so on. No. We are on a noble cause, and we are pursuing it in the noblest of ways.
But don't you fear that if the North retains power in 2023, your cause becomes more or less a pipe dream?
Whether the North retains power or not, whether the South gets what they call power in Nigeria or not, we want what we want. We don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. That's
exactly.
All. And there is no looking back about that.
That's it. We don't want. Finish.
Our cause is simple.
Yeah.
So all these questions about the politics of Nigeria, who becomes president, who doesn't become president, has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Absolutely. And as to referendum, the Constitution of Nigeria may not make any statement about referendum. Most constitutions in the world don't say anything about a referendum. But the path to referendum is clear. The path to referendum is clear. When we make our case strong enough, the world will listen, and the United Nations will come along and organize and supervise a referendum to find out whether what we are saying is what most of our people want. And when that happens, we will have our country the next day.
Exactly.
That's it. The Constitution of Nigeria doesn't have to talk about a referendum. And even if it talks about a referendum, we know that the people who are ruling Nigeria will never let us carry out a referendum.
Very important point.
Right. Thank you so much, Prof. We've been speaking with Professor Bandia Akintoye, leader of the Odua, who's fighting for secession of the Southwest Nigeria.
It's fighting for a new Yoruba country.
New Yoruba country. So thank you all for joining us this morning. Our entire chat has been recorded live as well. You can go back to the Punch page on Facebook, share, like, and comment. Thank you so much, Prof, for joining us this Tuesday.
Thank you for asking me to come.
Enjoy your day.
So, there is just a little snippet. I wanted to just go over that a little bit, just to give us a bit of context, a bit of, an idea of what's really happening. This is a protest in London, I think. One of the things that I do that I want to say to us is this. We don't have to worry about what the contraption is doing anymore. What we are doing now is now making the contraption worry about what we are doing. When we are in that situation, take for example, in New York, they are so worried about what we're doing. And you had in the broadcast that they said, the government is concerned about the press should not focus on what is happening with the New York protest by NINAS and Yorubas and Biafrans and Igbos. Because they are clearly concerned that they are not able to give that false narrative of theirs. It's been challenged. And that's the point. So Professor is absolutely right that it doesn't have to mention the referendum in the Constitution. The steps we are taking are making sure that a referendum will result. And I want you to always remember this particular point. In the charter signed by the Nigerian government in 1979, it says, all people shall have right to existence. They shall have the unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political status and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policies they have freely chosen. And again, you had Professor there reiterate that very central point. So these are the things that we are talking about when we talk about the fact that we have the right to go for self-determination. Our efforts. That is why our collective efforts. That's why I'm asking again. I'm once again asking those of you who are in New York on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Get out there. Please go out there. We will endeavor to cover it. TJ is going to be there on Thursday and Friday. I'll find a way to come. I'm going to find a way to. We'll be covering it definitely on Friday. Thursday we'll be trying to cover it. Tomorrow we're going to cover it as well. We'll be trying to make as many broadcasts on OduduwaTVRadio or CitizenAY as the case may be, just to get this thing out and cover the broadcast that event. It's very, very important. Let me show you what happened. I think somewhere today. I think it might be earlier today in UK. There's a protest, or a few days ago. I think it's a few days ago. Is it? Yeah. Listen to this. Listen. So listen.
18th of September, Saturday, in front of number 10 Downing Street. You can see we are here as well. Yes. Requesting for a Yoruba nation. We are in front of number 10 Downing Street.
There you go.
In front of number 10 Downing Street. Our people. You can see our people. You can see our people. We're asking for Yoruba nation.
Yes.
That is why we are requesting for a referendum for a Yoruba nation. We are all here in front of number 10 Downing Street, and today is Saturday, the 18th of September. In conjunction with the other protesters in front of number 10 Downing Street, we are telling them we want freedom. Freedom is what we want. We want our nation of Yoruba nation to stand. We can see a lot of people here. God is working miracles for us, and we are saying that we're not going to retreat, no surrender.
Yes.
We are going to achieve our goal. Our goal is for a Yoruba nation that will come to be freedom, freedom, freedom.
Yeah. So you see, people are taking part, and that's what we need to do. Now. Free Lady K.
I want to give free electricity to the world.
Notice how they are allowed to peacefully protest. There's no guns. Nobody's been shot. They are allowed to protest. It's their right. But in constitutional Nigeria, they turn the gun on you and shoot you to death. That alone is enough reason for us to go for self-determination. They can, if they want to continue to shoot each other, let them go and do that in Arewa. We don't want it in the South. We are going. We are going for a referendum, whether they like it or not. Let's watch on.
We are in front of number 10 Downing Street. You can see all our people of the Yoruba extracts. They also are drumming into the ears of Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of UK, that we want a freedom for Yoruba nation. We are agitating for self-determination of Yoruba nation, and we are here presenting our case before the international community that we want freedom for our nation, our nation of Yoruba. Freedom is what we want. We want an agenda, a referendum for Yoruba nation. That's what we are asking for. We want Nigeria to be broken down. Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working for anybody. And this is our small girl here, agitating for Yoruba nation. We're all here to drum into the ears of international community that we want freedom.
Yes.
Freedom for Yoruba nation. Freedom, that is what we want.
Yes, sir.
We need freedom. 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 No treaty, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender. For Yoruba nation. You can see all of our people. Today is the 18th of September, 2021. 18th of September, 2021. Our people are here. The Yoruba citizens. Yoruba citizens. They say we need freedom. We need freedom.
Yes, we need freedom.
That's what we want.
Yes.
Freedom, freedom. Freedom. What is in trouble? What is in trouble? The government of Nigeria, they are in trouble. The government of Nigeria, they are in trouble. There's no hiding place.
Yes.
There's no hiding place. The government of Nigeria is in trouble. The government
Yes,
of
Yoruba
Nigeria,
nation
they are
now,
in
Biafra
trouble.
nation now, Middlebelt nation now.
The government of Nigeria is in trouble. We need freedom.
Sign NINAS as well, please.
Yoruba nation, freedom.
So,
Freedom. Yoruba nation. Nigeria needs to be broken down.
That's-
We're agitating for a freedom in Nigeria. Oh yeah, you endorse us. Good. God bless you, brother. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. That's what we want. Yoruba nation. God bless. This is the referendum. 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 Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. God bless. Yoruba nation. Referendum.
that's it. Yoruba nation.
Yoruba nation.
Yoruba nation.
Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. In Nigeria, Nigeria is broken down. What we are agitating for is a referendum. Referendum to give us a new nation of Yoruba nation. Because in Nigeria they are killing people. There's a lot of maiming and kidnapping in Nigeria. So we as the Nigerians, we are the indigenous nationalities for self-determination in Nigeria. We are operating under NINAS. Thank you, sir. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation.
That's what we need to do. Get out there. Do your bit. Do your bit. Get out there. Go for Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, Middlebelt nation.
What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want? Yoruba nation. What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
What do you want?
Yoruba nation.
Referendum.
Referendum now.
Referendum.
Referendum.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? For which part? Yoruba nation. For which country? What do you need? Yoruba. What do you need? Yoruba. What do you need? Yoruba nation. What do you need? Yoruba. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
Yoruba nation.
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 Nigeria is failed. Nigeria is failed. What do you want? 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 Ah, ilé yá o, ilé yá. Ilé yá o, ilé yá. Ọmọ Oòduà ilé yá. Bí a kò bá mọ bí a ń lọ, ṣe ló yẹ ká padà sílé. Ká jáwọ́ lápọ̀n tí ó yọ, ká lọ gbòmìnira ká lọ. Ilé yá.
Ilé yá o, ọmọ Oòduà ilé yá. Ilé yá. Ilé yá o, ọmọ Oòduà ilé yá.
Bí a kò bá
Mọ bí a ń lè, ṣe ló yẹ ká padà sílé. Ká jáwọ́ lápọ̀n tí kò yọ, ká lọ gbòmìnira ká lọ. Ilé yá. Ilé yá o, ọmọ Oòduà ilé yá. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we probably We'll be coming to an end. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry, 1 second, please. So I'm gonna mute it because that's yeah, I'm gonna pause that one. So now I want to just do something briefly. I support the sit at home by Biafrans. I support it because if you are being killed when you go out, you're being killed in another, then the people have to be able to protect themselves somehow. So staying at home is something that I support, and I applaud those who brought that forward. We support it because if you're going to be killed and your resources exploited, and we have to do something. So I support sit at home by Biafrans. I applaud it, and it's something we should sort of work towards. Now, like I said, my focus remains is Yoruba nation, and Biafrans are doing a lot of things to try and help their people. Middle Belt, we need to hear more of the Middle Belt as well and how they're helping and all that. So we are all working for one goal, which is the independence of the South collectively, i.e. Biafrans, Middle Belt, and Yoruba, or whatever you want to call ourselves. We are entitled to do that. And the referendum is the means that we're going to use to do that. But I just wanted to state categorically here tonight that I am fully understand and support the call for sit at home that IPOB is currently doing. I support it. I don't agree with everything that's been done 100%, but I understand the motive behind what is being done. Because when you are being killed, when the people who are having guns, the government now, they're coming with this lie saying to us, oh, we are going to now we're going to put a bill. It's going to pass second reading. We're going to do a bill against any kidnapping, jail. Nonsense. The Fulanis are killing us, raping us, taking, kidnapping in our forests all over the South. And it's now that because the whole world is talking, oh, we're doing the bill has gone past second reading. It's all engineered. The game is up. We're going for Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt Nation. We're going for it. Those of you who haven't signed NINAS, I'm sure you've known about NINAS by now. I'm sure you're aware. Please do sign. What I'd like you all to do in the middle of all of this, as we're going through it, as we're doing this, is to please go ahead and subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. I truly appreciate your joining us tonight, this late. It is 1:36 in the night, and there's still over 100 people following us, and we're grateful. Please subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Let's do that one more time. So, thank you very much. So, we urge you to go and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. When you subscribe, hit notification button. Finally, give us a thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, the more reach we have on YouTube. And we cannot do that without your support. So please, we are grateful for that. Please make sure those of you watching now, those of you who will watch later on, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. When you go on there, make sure you endeavor to give us a thumbs up. Now, on Thursday, we are planning a broadcast. Let me see if I can bring that up to your attention. We've got this. Oh, can I do this quickly? 1 second, please. I want to do something quickly. Export. Okay. 1 minute. Just do this. Save as. 1 second. Sorry. No. 1 second, please. Just okay. Yeah. So it'll be ready in a minute. Let me just go. I just need to do one thing, then I'll be ready. But of course, it's all about trying to make sure we get it in the right context. So please do bear with me. I want to do something, and I'm going to put it out. So on Thursday, look out from 8 o'clock, I think it is. But we will get the time right. What I'll do is I'll put it out. But On Thursday, we're planning to have, we're doing a beyond the slogan, Yoruba Nation Now. Beyond the slogan, Yoruba Nation Now. You'll see something come up. I'll be bringing on board Susie Reti, and we will talk about the proposed Yoruba Constitution. We will go into detail about it. Not too much detail, but just because the first thing people hear, Yoruba Nation. What is Yoruba Nation? Okay, yeah, we want Yoruba Nation. Okay, how do you go about doing that? Well, one of the first things we need to do is to have a constitution written up. And we've got a group of people who've done that. We've showed it on OduduwaTVRadio. We did a broadcast with them. And we have a copy of that constitution. So we'll go through it in a bit of a layman's term so that many of us are aware of it, that when we talk about Yoruba Nation, these are the foundation, the building blocks. The very thing that is missing in contractual Nigeria is to have a proposed constitution that the people are all participating in. Very important point to make there. So I wanted to bring that. It will be happening on Thursday, 8 to 9 p.m. I'm finishing off the stuff. You will see something in the broadcast on OduduwaTV on CitizenAY. Susie Reti will be there with me, and we can go through that and explain. We're trying to bring that information, make it available to those who are curious and say, okay, you're talking about Yoruba Nation now. What does it mean? Okay, what is the goal? What are you trying to achieve? And what steps are you taking towards that? So, it will be at a point for us to talk about that. So look out for that. Like I said, I have something I'm actually working on right now. But because of the broadcast today, I had to, interrupt that and actually quickly get on because of what was happening. Please, I urge you all one more thing. Do not forget, those of you in New York, Yorubas, Biafrans, and Middle Belt, come out en masse. Come out. And let's shame those people who are still talking about one Nigeria. We need to shame them. Thank you so much for watching. Before I go, I'm just going to see if I can find a little clip that I'm going to play. I'm not going to play the whole tune before. I want just to have this in our mind. I said, well, before we go, let me see if I can just do... Can I get it here? Maybe. Okay. Maybe. Okay, let's have a look at this one quickly. Just want to check that before I go. But I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you all for watching, for staying this long. I truly appreciate you all. But I wanted to, there's something I'm trying to look for. If I can find it. If it doesn't come up, then we'll just simply do one or two things. We know the government of the day are doing everything they can to oppress and suppress us in our own land, and we will continue to resist it. Please don't forget to subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Your subscription is really important. It allows us to be able to get information out to people and be able to give updates. Like I said, one of the problems that we also have is that the longer we carry on with this, the rate of the Naira now, I think something like 780 Naira to £1 and 500 and something Naira to $1. The money that our people that we're sending home is costing more to buy less. It's costing more to buy less for them. That's one of the reasons we need to break contract from Nigeria, so we can have our own nation as Yorubas, as Biafrans, and Middle Belt. So we need to take because they want to impoverish us in our own land, and they're not using our resources. We have infinite. We are blessed beyond compare. Gold, diamond, bitumen, asphalt, bauxite, you name it, it's there in large quantities to create jobs. So please, I urge you all, let's make sure we continue to encourage the people to speak up. There's one broadcast I wanted to show you. Let me show you this one before I wrap up. I know it's late, but this is Joseph Ike.
Thank you,
earlier today.
Joseph.
So
I
maybe
represent the southern people of Nigeria.
Well,
under NINAS, we have here for the 76th General Assembly session, where we are expecting the world leaders. We've been out here since last week, Tuesday, September 14th. We're going to be out here till this Friday, September. Thank you. This is not a protest, or you can call it a non-violent protest. We are out here to rally.
For self-awareness.
The rally we are rallying against the terrorist president of Nigeria. We are rallying against the terrorist president of Nigeria, okay? Thank you very much. Muhammadu Buhari is his name, okay? He is the grand patron of 3 terrorist groups in Nigeria, hands down.
Gotcha. What do you think of Joe Biden?
What do I think about Joe Biden?
Hey, that's my president. You are talking like that. He's my president.
Well, I'm here to rally against Buhari. So far, Joe
Biden is my president.
It's Joe's time. It's just. So, Biden, tell me about
So,
Biden.
Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I'm Joe. It's Joe. It's my namesake. Okay, he's a fine, man, and I think he's trying his best. Trust me, I'm not going to lie to you. Presently, I have not been following national news in America that much. Trust me, I'm not going to lie to you. I've not been following.
Right.
So because I've been very involved
You want me to come?
in Nigerian affairs.
Okay? But
I think but I think Joe Biden is trying his best so far.
You like Joe Biden?
So we're gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna leave that there. So just a little thing with Joseph there, live. But anyway, listen, we're gonna leave that there. So please, tomorrow, that's the venue that people are gonna be at. I'll freeze it there. The point I'm trying to make is that is the venue of the 76th UN Assembly. We need as many people as possible, Yorubas, to come out that day, Biafrans to come out that day, Middlebelt to come out that day. If you can come out, great. Now, before I go, we just want you to make people aware of all of these things. And it's for us, we're just going to say now, thank you so very much for watching. One more thing before I go, just one more time, please make sure you subscribe to CitizenAY before you when you on YouTube. Just go and do so now. Subscribe to CitizenAY. We very much like that. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Now, what's left for me to now to do is to sing the national anthem, the Yoruba national anthem. I'm gonna get my hands on the Biafran national anthem. It's a bit 3 or 4 or 5 minutes long. I'm get my hands on it. I'll speak to Simon. I'm sure he'll give me a copy of that, and I'll play it next time. I want to do that because we're all in this together. So I'll do that. I'll get it, in the next 1 or 2 broadcasts. I'm gonna do that. I know he's very busy. I'm busy as well, but we'll be in touch. So I thank you so much. Thank you for watching. You're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. What's left for me to do now is to now go and sing the national anthem. Here we go. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, fún ilẹ̀ ìbí wa, ká gbéga, ká gbéga, ká gbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Thank you all so very much. Have a pleasant evening. We'll be back later on. We'll give you more updates. We'll be following what's happening in New York, focusing fully on New York in the coming days. We have a protest coming up, a rally coming up on the 1st of October in the UK. We'll give you further updates on that. I'll be there live as well. So we'll give you more updates about that. We will sing. We might even sing the, won't you stand by Yoruba nation, darling, darling, stand by Yoruba nation, oh stand by Yoruba nation, oh stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba nation? We might sing that as well. So I thank you so very much. Have a pleasant evening. We'll be back later on. Remember, we have a rally 22nd, 23rd, 24th in the New York. Please get out there. Support us. Support Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middlebelt. Support NINAS. Come out there. Bring your flags. Just come down. Come down. You had Professor. We support everybody. We're all there because we want to separate from contraction Nigeria. Thank you for watching. You're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye. Okay, so those of you on Facebook, we want to thank you so much. We appreciate you. Please share. Let this message go far and wide. Subscribe. Assist where you can with our platforms. We appreciate any donations if you so wish to make. Thank you so much. Thank you and goodbye. Ooh, 3 hours, exactly 3 hours. Okay. So now those of you on YouTube, I love you guys. You've been with me. You've been with the platform, and I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for your time and grateful for your support. Just make sure I want to get, here we are. I'm really, really, truly grateful for your support. Please continue to subscribe and share. Give us a thumbs up. Really, really great. 29 likes. Fantastic. Continue to do that. Everybody coming in, give us a thumbs up. It gives more reach. Thanks for watching. You're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. And of course, if you wish to donate, there is a number there's a set of bank account going across the screen that you can see. If you do wish to, we do welcome that. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, let's encourage our New York Yoruba Biafrans and Middlebelt to come out and go to the protest at the UN and speak and demand that we bring that we go for self-determination. That we have a referendum take place in contraction Nigeria, so we can go our own way. It's enough of this nonsense. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. You're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.